What's up, everybody? Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Saturday night. Saturday night, bro. Everybody better be partying tonight, except me. What's up? Yeah, I've been, I said, you know what? Let's go over the Epstein files today. I've been spending quite a bit of time going over everything. There's a few, figures that pop out in the Epstein files in this latest release. There's the usual suspects. There's the Donald Trumps, the Bill Clintons, the Bill Gates. But this time we got Elon Musk as well. Steve, we're not going to really cover much of Steve Bannon, but just it seems like they were boys. Steve Bannon was looking out for Epstein. I don't know. Maybe we'll get into that at the end. But I'm going to break down what we got on each one of those individuals. We'll start with Elon Musk. The party boy, the wild man, always looking for a wild party. It's not looking good in my opinion for old Elon. You know, I can't say for sure he did some shit, but it's just, you know, when something like this comes out and your name's tied to it and you're emailing somebody like Jeffrey Epstein that you want to go, you know, you want to go the day the wildest parties are going on, bro. It's like, oh, fuck. You could be innocent. You could have just thought, hey, I just want to party. I didn't know all this crazy shit was going on. But you're now forever going to be connected. And the people that hate you are always going to just say you're a, you know what? You're a PDF file. Trying to keep it YouTube friendly. Hope everybody's doing good. So we'll do Elon first, and then we'll do Trump, and then we'll do Gates. And then, you know, maybe we'll just dive into the Department of Justice site and just do some searches and just see what we can find. Because there's so fucking much. 3 million files released. People can say a lot of stuff, but do you think this would be happening if Kamala was president? Do you think we'd be getting these files? They didn't seem to care. I mean, when they talked about it before, it was all a hoax and it was anti-Semitic conspiracy and, you know. So, hey, at least we're getting something. Not everything.
At mysterious_17 super chatted $2. Hey Ping, you're just a damn good-in.
I'm just a damn good-in, brother. That's what I am. I'm a damn good-in. So yeah, let's get into the Elon stuff first. And thank you guys. Links are in the description if you want to support the show. Join the Discord. That's free. Follow my other channels. That's free as well. Become a member. Smash the thumbs up. It's much appreciated. And you can send a super chat if you want to join the conversation. It's much appreciated and supports the show. So yeah, we'll just we'll go down the biggest emails here. We'll start with this one. And again, if anybody's, it's possible I could be tricked here. I didn't have enough time to verify every single one of these by also going and finding it myself. So there's a possibility I could have been tricked by some of these, but I don't think so. Most of them I've verified like 80% of this, and by going and finding it myself. Here's an email from Elon to Jeffrey Epstein. Do you have any parties planned? I've been working to the edge of sanity this year, and so once my kids head home after Christmas, I really want to hit the party scene in St. Bart's or elsewhere and let loose. The invitation is much appreciated, but a peaceful island experience is the opposite of what I'm looking for. Bro, that's not the email that you want to come out that you sent to Epstein. Again, I mean, Elon could be completely innocent. He says he never actually went to the island, but fuck, dude, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. What's the next one here? And then this is one where they're trying to say, well, this is proof that Epstein trafficked 3 girls to Elon Musk. I mean, it looks bad, but there could be other explanations here. Hello, Mary, but this is to Elon Musk from Leslie Groff. And this is the assistant to Jeffrey Epstein. Hello, Mary Beth. I've now sent you a copy of all 3 girls' passports. Sorry, blank is upside down. Haha. But I figure you will print. Jeffrey will have his ID with them. So it sounds like Jeffrey was going, because I know Jeffrey was going to have a meeting with Elon at SpaceX. I think that's one of the few times they are confirmed to have like actually met up was at SpaceX. And I'm guessing 3 of the women that were, this is all just speculation, that were going with Jeffrey had to send their passports to Elon before. I don't know. Or he could have been sending him three prostitutes, or who knows what the fuck? Who knows? That's the problem. We don't know. But this is what's being done is like, I could. There is a way that this could be, taken to look as if, Elon was getting some chick sent to him, and so again, it's too hard to say, but it's not a good fucking look. It's not a good look at all, Elon. We've got more with Elon. They actually did have a lot. I even found one email where Elon and Jeffrey were talking about like Elon's sleep schedule, because Jeffrey was trying to get Elon to take a vacation and take some time off, and Elon's like, "Oh, I'm so busy. I work so much." Then Elon was talking about how it's 3 a.m. and I got to wake up at 7 for a call, and then Epstein's like, your company would do a lot better if you slept more and got more rest. And then Elon like broke down scientifically like how much sleep he needs to operate at his highest. It is they seem to have some sort of relationship, This is what's odd is like, it seems like everybody that's anybody was sitting there emailing Epstein, dude. This guy was in everybody's fucking inbox. So here's another one. We'll be in BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit? I will send a heli for you. Thanks. So Elon again claims he never actually went to the island. So they might have made preparations, but then it just never happened. But if you look at these emails, it sure fucking looks like Elon went to the island. I'm sorry to say, it looks like that. Last year, Elon Musk said Jeffrey Epstein tried to get him to go to his island, but he refused. And it also looks not like Epstein. It looked like Elon also wanted to go to the island. It didn't look like it was, from everything I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it was a one-way thing where it was just Epstein going, please come to my island. I mean, yeah, like look at this right here. This one's hard to read. I fucking hate when they put him up small right here. How many people will you be for the heli to island? Probably just Tallulah and me. What day/night will be the wildest parties on your island? I mean, that's Elon. I hope you're innocent, bro. I mean, at this point, like everybody knew about Epstein, though, didn't they? You're telling me you didn't know? I mean, you knew about this guy having his own island, and I'm sure everybody was like, "Dude, if you want to party, I'm telling you, the guy you got to call Epstein. He's gonna eat the best parties, bro." And so, like, everybody that was somebody was like, "Oh, I need a vacation. I'm working so hard. They say Epstein has the best parties. Maybe I'll call Epstein." I don't know, but at this point in time, 2013, you would think Elon would have known of this guy's criminal history. But, okay. Again, what day/night will be the wildest party on your island? We'll be in, so we saw that one earlier. Any day, 1st through the 8th, play it by ear if you want, always space for you. Oh, probably the 1st then. The 2nd or 3rd would be perfect, I will come and get you. I need to fly back to LA on the night of the 2nd, so, W? Actually, I could fly back early on the 3rd. We will be in St. Bart's. When should we head to your island on the 2nd? So I guess it fell through because everybody's saying, well, he didn't go to the island. But I mean, he pretty much did everything but actually go to the island. It seemed like he sure fucking wanted to. Here's a funny one. For whatever neurodivergent reason, Musk is incapable of talking in code and innuendo, which makes his exchanges with Epstein interesting. In this case, the dialogue went something like this. Epstein, do you want to come over to my place for a party? I'll have many interesting people during UN General Assembly. Musk, taking Epstein literally, not interested in meeting diplomats, too busy. Yeah, let's look at it. Any plans for New York? The opening of the General Assembly has many interesting people coming to my house. That's Epstein. It sounds like talking in code to Elon Musk. Like, hey, there's going to be a lot of hot chicks. Or, hey, who knows? There's going to be a lot of even more worse shit. And then Elon responds, I run and lead product design engineering for 2 complicated companies. Moreover, SpaceX is about to launch, which is arguably the most advanced rocket in history. Flying to New York to see UN diplomats do nothing would be an unwise use of time. And then here's Elon's not Jeffrey's reply. Epstein, do you think I am retarded? He also writes so weird, dude. Like, I think he's someone that he's on his phone, just like quickly typing out the emails, and he just doesn't care. Like, he just creates his own format. If there's a typo, if it's the wrong word, he doesn't care. He just hits send. Do you think I'm retarded? Just kidding. There's no one over 25 and all very cute. So it sounds like everything except actually pulling the trigger and like going to one of these parties, I guess, is what Elon is saying. Because the way Elon painted it before, where was it? Dude. I guess I lost it. Yeah, but the way Elon always painted it was like Epstein wanted me to go to the island, but I always refused. Well, it just doesn't look that way from the emails, bro. It looks like you were looking to party, bro. You wanted to party. So yeah, Elon did respond today. He said, of course, they are trying to deflect responsibility to me from the truly guilty. I have not been to any of Epstein's party, his plane, or his island. But many others have. Those who have committed serious crimes need to be prosecuted. Well, I agree with that. But okay, I'm guessing this is technically true. We're going to take his word for it. But it sure sounded like you wanted to go fucking to his island, bro. And you wanted to go when the wildest parties were happening. It's not a good look, man. Not a good look. I hope Elon is telling the truth. And he's innocent. Here's him saying there need to be prosecutions. Replying to not a single Epstein client has been prosecuted. Not even one. They have names. Good point. It's a good point. So I don't know, guys. Is Elon cooked? Is Elon cooked? I think he's all right. I think he's all right, dude. Just keep making rockets, dude. We'll see what's up. We'll see what else comes out. But I was not expecting that. I mean, Elon was probably one of the people I was not expecting to have exchanges like that with Epstein. But here we are. So that's pretty much what we got on Elon. We also have the Trump stuff. You essentially have a bunch of FBI tip lines that are like open. Anybody could call the tip lines. And they cataloged all these tips. And so what they're doing now, you know, the people who hate Trump, is they're just posting all these tips as if they're anything other than just random tips. And a lot of times they're kind of being shady about it because they're leaving out the FBI's little note on it, which is like, this is not credible. This person has a problem where she doesn't know what's real or dream. It's like, so, you know, when you have an open tip line, and this is all happening like in somewhere around 2020, I think, when they opened this tip line. You know how deranged people are with Trump. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people that are just going to call and make shit up. I mean, some of the stories were just kind of crazy. Like, he had murdered some woman and like buried her in her golf course, but it was in a year where the golf course wasn't even open yet. Some other woman claims to have given him head and then bit his penis. And it's like, okay, these stories are a little, you know, they sound a little made up, but I mean, there could be a couple tips in there that are real. Who knows? That's what's crazy about tips. They're so hard to decipher. Another weird thing about it is, they seem to be gone. They were there earlier. Like, this page is where it's at, right? Look for, yeah, complainant. This one right here. While this party complainant stated they had been invited to by Donald Trump to a party. This was working earlier. And then while I was setting everything up for the show, all of a sudden, page not found. So they took it down, the FBI tips page, which I think they've done previously and then put it back up. And so it looks like it's down now. We were going to go over it live, but it's down and I didn't fucking screenshot it. And so we're just going to have to rely on what other people put on fucking X. So yeah, so they're just posting it without the full, spreadsheet, without all the columns which show like, this is not credible, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of them, they would leave a tip, and then there wouldn't even be a phone like a working phone number to call back on, or they would call back and they never follow up. And I mean, anybody that's being realistic, like, you can't like trust every fucking tip that somebody calls, and especially with somebody like Trump, when people fucking hate his guts. DOJ pulled Epstein files on Trump, then put them back, and then pulled them again, as from what I'm seeing right now. The DOJ posted old Epstein docs with FBI tips accusing Trump of serious sex crimes. Then they suddenly took him down with no explanation. Now the files are back up like nothing happened. And well, they're not. They're not anymore. I don't know if Trump filed some sort of fucking complaint or privacy thing or what, but yeah, they seem to be down right now. But this is what they were. There's just like a fucking Excel sheet. Blank reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform oral sex on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in New Jersey. The friend told Alexis that she was approximately 13 to 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump while performing oral sex. I mean, this sounds like something an SJW fucking TDS person would make up. Yeah. So here's the thing. They keep using this one, but that spreadsheet, and I looked at this, there was two versions of the spreadsheet back to back. So like one page was the spreadsheet with the column of the FBI's notes when they further investigated. And then below that was this one that they're sharing, which just has notable names on it. It doesn't have the other column. So, it's smart to choose that one and not the one that's like, oh, this person has a mental illness and has made up many things already in the past. But yeah, let me see here. Okay, yeah, this one has it. Every single mention of Trump so far in the Epstein files posted by Democrats for some reason constantly crops out and omits these facts. These were phone calls to a hotline after Trump became president, not proof, not real. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say they all aren't. You never know. There might be a couple in there. I'm not going to throw it all out, but most of it is bullshit. And, there's nothing in there that was investigated and, we can say is 100%. So, yeah, but does that mean that they aren't? I don't know. There might be some, I don't know. Trump, he's a rich guy. Rich people get up to weird shit. So it wouldn't be surprising. So yeah, here's some examples of like the shit that was complainant was spoken to and deemed not credible. Additional research showed 3 separate incidents involving police, which requested in mandatory psychiatric evaluations. Some of these other ones, phone number provided was bad, could not identify a phone number, no contact information provided. So they tried to follow up on all of these tips. But it's like usual, when you have an open tip line to the public, you're just going to get a lot of bullshit. But that's great, because then they release the Epstein files and you can just take any bullshit tip from a tip line and be like, oh, look, I told you Trump did some shit. But some of them are like, absolutely, they're bullshit. Like the one that claims that someone was buried at the golf course in like 1995 when the golf course didn't even exist at that time. Someone didn't do their research before they made up their story. I wish it was still up, dude, because it's just better to go through it. Like the actual shit. Let me do it. Let me see if maybe it's up, but on a new link. Because the link I had saved for it wasn't. Yeah, complainant. Okay, this is the one. Yep, page not found. Yeah, it's still down, which sucks because then I can actually show you. Because it makes it harder actually to debunk their bullshit, because I could actually go in there and show you each fucking complaint and then what the FBI's follow-up was. But it's hard because I haven't been able to find, like, this is the shit I'm finding on Twitter is like, it's all just cropped. I can't show you the whole thing. And then this is the one that doesn't have the FBI notes. And this one does, but it's not all of them, and it doesn't include the story. Like I want the whole fucking spreadsheet, but yeah, they took it down. Good job, guys. Good job. Anyway. So yeah, that's, you'll go on X and they'll be like, oh, people are like not even saying anything. Like, we just found out Trump is a confirmed pedophile. Like, they're taking it to the, like, oh, we know he's guilty, all that. It's like, dude, a lot of these are the same things, same stories that are just resurfacing again. A lot of these stories aren't new. And yeah, you can't take them to the bank. You just can't. No matter how much you want to say, oh, this proves, no, you can't. You can't. It's like Bill Gates. We're gonna get to him in a second. I think for sure Bill Gates was probably getting like prostitutes I think that much we can almost guarantee, and that he got an STD, allegedly, from prostitutes procured through Epstein, right? Am I going to say, well, that means for sure that Bill Gates is a pedophile and he was raping and murdering kids and blah, blah, blah? Like, no, you don't know that. I mean, it seems like he was definitely like he's a fucking nerd using Epstein to get laid, you know? That seems for sure. But yeah, you got to be honest with like what you know and don't know. But people don't care about truth, right? Everybody's just in this to like destroy their political enemies. Like, whatever it is, dude, I want to destroy Trump, so nothing else matters. She talks about it. She kind of explains it pretty well.
Okay, they finally released the Epstein files. Let's get into it. So in the 3 million documents that were released, Donald Trump is mentioned over 5,000 times. And I know liberals, you're like, oh my God. However, I need you to know that Obama was mentioned 2,500 times. Your boy Clinton was mentioned 3,900 times, and Bill Gates is mentioned 6,300 times. The way that the system works is you can type in someone's name and it will show you any document with that person's name. So the DOJ did warn, just because someone is mentioned does not mean they are accused. And I will say, after pouring through hundreds of these documents so far, that is definitely the case. A lot of the mentions about Trump, the vast majority, are things about his real estate dealings or just an email sent from one person to the next about Trump's campaign, or just fluff, honestly. Now, one document I do want to discuss is the NTOC call log. This was the FBI's tip line where people were calling and leaving anonymous accusations against Trump. Now, they're saying all types of stuff in here, but when you look closer, for the vast majority of them, when the FBI reached back out to try and get more information, the person never responded. They either left a bad phone number, they said that they were going to send an email with more information, they never did. Even one person...
I wish I would have downloaded the fucking Excel spreadsheet. It's so frustrating.
The FBI said they were deemed not credible because that person had 3 separate reports of the law enforcement needing to call and have them mentally evaluated. So, again, I'm going to keep looking through all of this because if Trump is guilty of something, I want to know. Right? As a Trump supporter and as a mother to a young girl, I care about this. I do want to know. But I will also be looking into why Gates is mentioned 6,000 times. Obama is mentioned 2,000 times. Clinton is mentioned almost 4,000 times. You guys should care about whoever's on this list, not just Donald Trump. And I have to say, this one document really gives credit to Trump's claims that the left slandered him throughout his entire campaign run, because they literally had people calling the FBI and making up stories about Trump. Now, I'm going to keep reading. And again, if he is guilty, I want to know. But
yeah, well, it's frustrating because when you're talking about this, it's like there's different groups of people that are listening, right? There's the deranged TDS person who only wants to hear one thing, and they want to hear what their leftist grifter fucking influencer that they follow every day tells them, which is like, Trump definitely pedophile, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, I will fucking admit it. I'm ready to throw Trump out. Let's fucking, if that's the case, I'm ready to impeach Trump. Let's try JD Vance. Let's try fucking, I'm already ready to find who the next guy is after Trump. Like, you think I'm going to stick around to save Trump? But, I still care more about honesty, right? And just going off of, when a man's president and he's like the most hated man in the world, and you open up a public tip line for people to call in, you don't think you're going to get a ton of those fucking people that hate Trump that are just going to call in and make shit up? You're going to get that with any tip line. Like any, Unsolved Mysteries. I talked about it last night. Like Unsolved Mysteries used to just get a bunch of bullshit tips, and it was like a full-time job for like a giant team just to go through every tip to find like one good tip out of like 100,000 of them. So yeah, but I don't know. People acting in good faith understand what I'm saying, but I know there's going to be people in the comment section. I've already seen it. Blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? That is what it is. Like, you want me to just lie and say, oh, there's evidence of Trump being a pedophile and Trump. There's a bunch of fucking people making accusations. I could call a tip line. I could call. Where's my phone? don't have my phone. I guess I don't have my phone. I'll do oh, here it is. Here we go. I'm going to call the FBI right now and leave a tip. Hey, FBI. Joe Biden, he touched my dick. Okay, goodbye. All right. So, you can go read that in a DOJ release and, you can say Joe Biden touched my dick. Like, it's not enough fucking evidence, okay? Everybody knows this that's acting in good faith. I'm sorry to tell you that. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Let's see if this is back up yet. Yes, I'm of 18 years of age. Okay, yep, still not up. All right, so here we got the Bill Gates stuff, which is probably the most interesting. I'll be honest, the Bill Gates stuff. And the Epstein, this is from Robbie Starbuck. Name sounds familiar, but I'm not really sure who he is. Wow, in the Epstein emails DOJ dropped, Jeffrey sent himself emails memorializing a fight he had with Bill Gates. So I do this sometimes, like if I'm I have like an idea for something, or I want to send myself a note that I want to make sure I don't forget, I will email it to myself. And this is what old Epstein just did right here. He says, "Dear Bill, I cannot believe that you have chosen to disregard our friendship developed over the last 6 years. I'm aware that accidents happen. It is how each of us has chosen to deal with the unfortunate event that has me dismayed beyond comprehension. You have decided to discharge me from my job. Had Larry, your PR person, tell me that I engage in a morally inappropriate behavior. Asked me to be the major actor in a cover-up so that you can maintain the reputation that you have worked so hard to achieve. Asked me to recommit to a confidentiality agreement and have categorically told me that we cannot have any direct ongoing business relationship. In total disregard for its impact on the public perception of my reputation, I will have it diligently avoid the truth, tell people that Bill will not invest with me, and craft an answer that suits your needs, but you did agree to send me a letter of recommend. I'm sorry, it's so hard to read because it's so fucking small and it's like his typing is all over the place. But you did agree to send you a letter of recommendation should a future employer ask for one. You have told me that Melinda insists on me not communicating with you unless Larry is copied or present. Though you have consistently maintained that I could have not done a better job and that I was underpaid compared to my contribution, you then, beyond all sense of fairness and frankly decency, said that as generous compensation for keeping the Gates reputation intact, you would let me keep what we agreed I had already owned, the investment pieces, and give me 2 years severance. So yeah, it's just a bunch of rambling, but essentially, I'm not going to read all this because it's like reading the mind of a fucking madman, just rambling to himself. And it's hard to read because it's so small. Let me see. I'll skip a little bit of it. To add insult to the injury that you can surreptitiously give to Melinda in the description of your penis, you have also made it clear to me that I am not to refer to that as another topic that must remain between the two of us. It sounds almost like he's blackmailing Bill Gates here. In return for all of these requests, which I have done without a second thought, I am not to attend So it sounds like he was basically fired from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's hard to make heads or tails. That's what I would have done had I been in your shoes. What I did receive, however, was an unfriendly, strongly worded email telling me how employable I am and that I should not look to you for any significant financial help in the future. So yeah, sounds like they had a falling out here. This is another to him, I guess, another one. I've decided to resign my position effective immediately with BG3 and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I have not come to this decision quickly or without a great deal of thought. During the past few weeks, I have been caught up in severe marital dispute between Melinda and Bill. I have the greatest respect for my friend of 7 years and wish them both well. In my role as his right-hand man, I have been asked and wrongly acquiesced into participating in things that have ranged from morally inappropriate to the ethically unsound and have been repeatedly asked to do things that get near and potentially over the line into illegal. Though it was kindly suggested that I make a transition to a new position after my 6 years of servitude, and that Bill would, in his words, give me 2 years severance pay, I feel it would be dishonest to myself and my future. From helping Bill to get drugs in order to deal with consequences of sex with Russian girls, to facilitating his illicit trysts with married women, to being asked to provide Adderall for bridge tournaments, as I am a medical doctor but no prescription writing ability. Sounds like might be kind of like a threat to Bill. Like he's kind of putting together how he's going to blackmail Bill. I don't know, man. But yeah, the story is allegedly that Bill was hooked up with a Russian prostitute through Jeffrey Epstein, because like Bill was a giant nerd and he needed Epstein to get laid. And then he got an STD. And then he was afraid he was going to give it to his wife. So then he tried to get some antibiotics from Epstein under the covers, secretly, so that he could like spike Melinda Gates' drinks or some shit. I don't know. Somehow get those antibiotics into Melinda Gates so like she could not know that she had an STD, essentially. Whew. That's pretty nasty work, to be honest. And it's all allegedly, of course. It's all allegedly. And if you remember, Melinda Gates divorced Bill Gates, and she said this when she divorced him.
You know, it was also widely reported that Bill had a friendship or business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein, and that you were not, that was very upsetting to you. Did that play a role in the divorce at all in this process?
Yeah, as I said, it's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you made that clear to him?
I made that clear to him. I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly one time.
Did you?
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was. And
I think I'm going to speculate that there's probably more there that she's not saying. I imagine it's not because he met with Epstein. It's probably because Epstein was the one that was securing the women that he was cheating on his wife with. And then he got an STD and then gave her that STD. I'm sure that's why she doesn't like Epstein. I don't think many wives would like a friend of their husband's if that's the activity they were getting up to when they were hanging out.
I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It was awful.
You felt that the moment you walked in? I didn't realize
that. He was awful.
That. Yeah. And you shared that with Bill, and he still continued to spend time with him?
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
Okay.
But I made it very clear how I felt about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody wants to talk about Trump, but to me, Gates and Musk are the ones coming out looking the worst. Okay, there's no emails with Trump asking Trump sending Epstein, when's the wildest parties at your island? Seems like the reason a lot of people don't think Trump had anything to do with it because he was one of the early whistleblowers and he cut off communication well before everybody else did. So yeah, I mean. Fuck, I'm not saying Trump ain't guilty, but show me the evidence. Like, stop saying it and show me the fucking evidence. Show me that, like, the smoking gun that's like, oh shit. Like, it's not there. Bill Gates, Rizless nerd, has Epstein help him get Russian prostitute. Gate gets STD. Ask Epstein for STD medicine. Epstein helps him. Gates worried his wife will get STD. Gates asks Epstein for help secretly slipping antibiotics into her food. Epstein gets annoyed. Epstein tells Gates he doesn't want to hang out anymore. Gates absolutely seethes. Gates calls in his secret network of assassins, Microsoft staff. Epstein banned from Xbox Live. Apparently this is true. Epstein got banned from Xbox Live. I don't know if this is look, I'm going with it. I think it's true. So yeah, That might be what the email was. Maybe Epstein was just annoyed with all the bullshit Gates was putting him through. He's like, oh, you got an STD, big deal. I had 5 of them last year. Who cares, bro? That's the price of being a fucking creep sleeping with a bunch of prostitutes. Here's another one. So Jeffrey Epstein was colluding with journalist Michael Wolff to obtain compromising Trump information from Epstein, which Epstein admitted they did not even have. So this was the big takeaway from this one. They were talking about like some business deal and like maybe Trump didn't report. Like that's what most of this is about. Some house that Trump bought and probably didn't report the amount he made properly on his taxes. Like they were trying to nail him on something. But then Epstein right here admits that even though Trump had gone to his house, Trump never got a massage. So, I mean, does that mean that Trump wasn't involved with some shenanigans with some underage women? No, but he never got a massage. You know, he wasn't one of those guys getting massages. So yeah, I mean, there's 3 million plus. I mean, there's so many files here, dude. It's like, I'm sure there's going to be more stuff to come out. You know, like if you go to this website right here, justice.gov Epstein/search, and go search full library. And you just type in whatever you want to search for. Like you want to search for Elon Musk. This is all the Elon Musk stuff. You know, it's just, I mean, if you got the time, or like maybe put it into AI. I'm surprised. Like I kind of went through AI because you would think AI would be good to like parse all this shit really quickly. And here's AI's little rundown. This is Donald Trump mentioned hundreds, possibly thousands of times across emails, news clippings, investigative docs, and tip lines. Includes a 2025 FBI compiled list of sexual assault allegations submitted via public tips. Many anonymous, unverified, secondhand, or noted as untrue sensationalist by FBI/DOJ. References to past friendships, 1990s flights on Epstein's jet, social ties before a reported falling out. Emails/text where Epstein or others discuss Trump-related news, politics, or gossip. No new evidence on misconduct. Trump has denied knowledge of Epstein's crimes. Elon Musk. Email exchanges discussing possible visits to Epstein's Caribbean island, Little St. James, including at least 2 instances where Musk reached out or responded to invitations. Some holiday/Caribbean overlap mentions. One email asked about the wildest party on your island. Yeah, we saw that one earlier. Musk has publicly stated that he had limited correspondence, declined repeated island/Lolita Express invites, and was aware emails could be misinterpreted. Because, I mean, I don't see any emails of you declining and saying, no, thank you. I see emails of you going, when are the wildest parties, bro? I really need a party. I've been working so hard, dude. What day is the wildest party like that? I mean, you gotta admit, Elon, that doesn't look good. Even you could fucking admit that. Let's be real. No accusations of wrongdoing appears tied to Epstein's networking with tech/finance figures. Bill Gates, unsolicited draft emails from Epstein from 2013 making lurid, unsubstantiated allegations about Gates, e.g. extramarital affairs or drug-related claims. Some photos from earlier releases socializing with Epstein continued mentions in contacts/lists. Gates' spokesperson called such claims absurd and completely false. No evidence linking Gates to Epstein's criminal activities reflects Epstein's attempt to leverage connections. Yeah, I mean, is getting a Russian prostitute illegal? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it is. I think prostitution's still illegal in most places. I mean, unless he got one in like, you know, one of these places where prostitution's legal or something. But yeah, mostly he's just fucking over his wife and being a terrible husband. But what's new? What's new? Bill Clinton. References in flight logs from prior release, photos of socializing, sometimes on island or with young women present, but no misconduct alleged. Mentions in emails, news clippings about travels or associations, no new accusations in this batch. Clinton has denied knowledge of crimes and no public victims against him. No public victim claims against him. So yeah, I mean, look, I'd say Clinton's one of those that, you know, looks really guilty. And I would say it's a safe bet, you know, if you were going to make a bet, but it's not, we don't have the smoking gun with that either. we just have, oh, he was sure looks fucking guilty. Prince Andrew, name appears several hundred times, news clip. I mean, Prince Andrew's probably the one that's got the most evidence against him. That's why he one of the few that has had any consequences. Name appears several hundred times, news clippings, guest lists, private emails from 2010, where Epstein suggested dinner with a friend, possibly a woman. The Duke responds positively about a meeting in Geneva or elsewhere. One email invites Epstein to Buckingham Palace around 2010. Ties to prior allegations, e.g. Virginia Giuffre's claims, settled lawsuits, prosecutors sought interviews. Revived calls for cooperation in Britain. No new criminal evidence here, but reinforces known post-conviction contacts. Steve Bannon. Hundreds of friendly text emails with Epstein some months before 2019 arrest/death. He was doing a documentary with him. And he was like even trying to help him like rehabilitate his image. You know, he's like, oh, you need to recreate your image as a philanthropist, you know? Boy, Bannon. The fuck, bro. What the fuck? This is still Bannon. Discussions on politics, travel, a potential documentary to salvage Epstein's reputation, and occasional Trump references. No allegations of involvement in crimes, appears as political social networking. Steve Tisch, New York Giants co-owner. I don't care about him, to be honest. The Duke was a reference likely to Prince Andrew. So yeah, there you go. That's what we have so far. There's still more to go over. So, you know, yeah, this is the actual from the files of Elon asking, this is the one where he asked about this is just him asking about when the party is going to be, bro. When's a good time to visit? See, like this, it looks like it's Elon that wants to visit from these emails, you know? We'll be in the BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit? Yeah, sure seems like you wanted to visit, Elon. Seems like from these emails, you wanted a wild party, bro. Any day, 1st through 8th, yeah. Okay. Go back. Search Elon Musk. Let's see what we can find here. Let's go a few pages in. See if we can find anything. Yeah, and then some of them are just like duplicates. That's what makes it annoying. There's so much duplicate shit in here. Like this, like is like breaking the email chain we've already seen. Like breaking it into like little fucking chunks. Like, yeah, that's helpful. Let's see if I can find the one about Elon's sleep. Hey, these are people JE may want to meet up with next week at some point. I'll give you phone numbers and email addresses. Yeah, you know, Elon's a very powerful guy. I think what's his face did really want to associate with him. Yeah, this is the one about their sleep schedule. They're talking. I mean, like they seem to be good enough buddies to be sharing their sleep schedule. To Elon Musk, congratulations! Now it's time for fun. I'm guessing Elon had just had some sort of success. Then here's Elon Musk replying, "Thanks. Now I need to focus on Tesla. Hopefully we'll have that sorted out in a few months." Will you take a break? Says Jeffrey. April maybe. Elon responds, "It is 3 a.m. in California, and I'm still working on Tesla and SpaceX email. We'll hit the sack shortly, but be up at 7 for a call. April should be better, but it depends on how well Q1 goes. Benefit analysis would probably show Tesla doing better with you getting more sleep. Normally, I would agree, as I have found that my total daily productivity is optimal and at around 6.5 hours of sleep. However, I have to fly to Geneva tomorrow, so staying up late put me more in sync with that time zone. Understood. Have you tried Nuvagil?" Fucking boomers, bro. I'm guessing that's like a sleep drug. Nuvagil. Hey, Nuvagil. You missed an opportunity here. You could have had Jeffrey Epstein sponsor you. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, there's so much shit. So let's see what we can find. Page 6. Sultan is a great guy. Yeah, they were trying, like the Sultan Soleimani or whatever was trying to meet up with Elon. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of this shit too. It's like useless shit. This is December 14th, 2013. How many pages do they have on Elon? Let me see. $11. Yeah, it keeps going, dude. There's so many emails. Did your brother tell you about Jen's pregnant joke? Will you be at TED? From Jeffrey Epstein to Elon. I will be speaking at TED, but not there for very long. If you would like to talk, it would be best to do so at the SpaceX rocket factory, which is quite close to Long Beach. Great, we'll do. I think that's one time they are confirmed to actually met up. I don't know. It's not a good look, but the claim is that Elon essentially never actually went to the island, but it sure seemed like he really fucking wanted to, dude. It seemed like he really, really wanted to. I don't know, man. What do you guys? I mean, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about Elon. It doesn't look good. I mean, if evidence comes out that he did in fact visit the island, I think that's it. Because it already seems like he's kind of lying because he's not telling. It's not really being honest when he's like, he wanted me to go, but I refused. Like, oh, why did you refuse though? Because all the emails I'm looking at sure look like you wanted to go fucking party. Or is that like before you researched who he was? Did you not know? Like, and then somebody was like, oh, you better not go. This dude's got a weird history. He might be up to some shady shit. And then you refuse? Like, I don't know. But it doesn't surprise me Elon likes to party. And yeah, we got more of this. So yeah, that's it for the Epstein files. We'll get on to some other shit. We got more of this cars acting like idiots around DHS. This person luckily survived. I think they tried to shoot the tires out this time. But this is more stupid behavior from the usual suspects. Yeah, from my understanding, they shot the tire out. I don't even know if this is actually DHS or the fucking police.
They got away.
That looks like a sheriff's car. Or maybe the police are helping DHS.
They got away.
Because this is Texas. Like, the police don't act like they do in Minnesota. Like, the local police will assist the Fed. Yeah. What I'm seeing a lot of videos now where like they're not fucking around with these observers, these legal observers as they like to call themselves, who are basically running around harassing law enforcement and interfering with their duties. Quite a few videos like this one right here. I think this is the new treatment, and I think this took way too long. They should have started doing this as soon as they started fucking around and like chasing these people, law enforcement, ICE, DHS, Border Patrol. As soon as they started chasing them and then obstructing and honking and fucking just like trying to stop them from doing their job, yeah, this should have been the response right away. Well, I'm glad they're doing it now.
I think someone needs to call 911. They are seriously like attacking me.
We'll call 911 right now.
Yep.
What's your location?
Call 911. I'm right at the corner of Jefferson. Nope. No, I will not. I will not get out of the car. No. No. I will not get out of the car. You guys, I need CEOs here now.
Get out of the car.
No, I will not get out of the car. You can't do this.
Car.
Get your hands off of me. Get your fucking hands off me. Get your hands off.
They always make it so much worse, dude. They always make it so much worse. Like, just look. You know, you're done for her, okay? There's only one thing to do here to make this not as bad, because a lot of times they're gonna fucking bring you in, they're gonna question you, they're gonna put you in their database, and you're gonna be, if you are even like, you go through the system, it's probably a couple hours and you'll be out. But they have to make it worse, and then they gotta fight back, and then they gotta resist, and it's just, it's all because they're fucking deranged in the head.
impeding a federal investigation.
I am not doing shit.
You're impeding a federal investigation.
I am observing.
Security.
I am observing.
Get on the phone. Down.
I have not done anything. This is my constitutional right.
We're calling 911 right now.
I am not. You cannot arrest me. I'm observing.
And they really believe that they can't be arrested. Like, this is the cost of all the lies that they've been pushing to these vulnerable old women. That, oh, ICE can't arrest you, and it's like, ICE is the federal government. They can arrest you, okay? All right? Especially when you are sticking your fucking hand into the cookie jar while they're trying to actually do an operation, and you're actively fucking interfering with their operations. It's as simple as that. And then they think they can resist, and it's like, dude, more people are going to get hurt, and it's because of idiots on the internet riling these morons up to behave this way.
You can't arrest me. I'm observing. You cannot. I am not doing anything.
We're taking a video too.
Get off of me.
What's up, Spocko?
At Spocko2181 super chatted $4.99. Are the left soft citizens now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, sovereign citizens aren't this stupid because they know they'll get to just set up the situation where they're not going to resist. The sovereign citizen's not going to resist because they know they get a lawsuit. I mean, unless you're talking about the idiot sovereign citizens, but the smart sovereign citizens know that the move is to sue, right? So you get them in a situation where they violate your rights, but you don't fight back and resist. No, you cooperate, but then you sue them afterwards and you get a big fat check. And that's what smart people do. If you're on the right side of the law and they're fucking up and they're violating your rights, you don't resist arrest, dude. You go along and you smile because you think about that fat fucking check you're going to get. Look, it's just common sense.
Get off of me.
Under arrest.
Someone call the MP, or someone call the police. Please.
Somebody help me.
Call the police. Call the police. Call them now. Call them now. Call them now.
We're calling 911. We're calling 911. They're calling 911 right now.
Because they think that's why she's like, call 911 because we're the police. We're the authority here. You're not allowed to do that. It's so dumb. I'm glad they're doing this now. They really have to set an example because these people are just going to keep getting worse and worse. I like this too, man. Missouri has filed a lawsuit arguing that the census must exclude aliens illegally or temporarily in the U.S. and count only those legally within the United States. I completely agree with that. It's retarded that we don't do that. Why are we counting non-citizens? We should have two separate counts, right? The one that counts for representation and appropriation of senators, House seats, electoral votes. That one should be just citizens. And then you should have a second count for total population, including non-citizens, that, obviously doesn't go towards appropriation, who gets how many what, Because it's fucking ridiculous, and they're gaming that. The fact that we count even the illegals in the census, and then that if I can bring in 10 million illegals, all of a sudden we have more fucking electoral power than every other state. It's stupid. It's obviously a way for the system to be gained. So I'm sure the judges will just shut this down, and then maybe it'll get to the Supreme Court, and maybe, who knows at that point. Here's a guy. I saw this earlier, and I'm like, I like this guy. And I think he's got a good point here.
I'd like to talk about a protest today.
He's kind of scary, though. But, sometimes a scary criminal has some good information.
I don't know if you can see my face. I have done crime in my life.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I've been to jail. Not for a long period, but I've been. And when I came out, I wasn't mad at the cops. I did the crime at the time. So I did the time. And also, looking at my face, you have to know that I've also protested in my life. So, with all of the craziness going on, you also have to remember that we exist within the context. You didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. And in the context of being an American in 2026, we've realized that Americans are extremely vulnerable to false definitions and category errors. So, when it comes to the definition of a protest is when you disagree with a policy or you disagree with a politician and you go outside of a government building and you make your voice heard to the politicians who may be inside that building. That's what a protest is. Showing up armed at random places to impede law enforcement is not a protest. We are at the point now where we have to look at this and be honest.
And it's frustrating because even people on our side of it who are like, yeah, we want ICE to do their job, they fall for this and call these people protesters. They're not protesters. If you're stalking law enforcement, you're chasing them, and then when they stop, you block them in with your cars and you fucking try to honk your horn to stop them from doing their fucking operation. You show up when they're doing their operation. Like they're literally going to a house to do a raid and you show up and block them in and honk your horn. That's not protesting. You've gone beyond protester at that point. That's like militant shit.
That is a rebellion against your own government. Okay? You do not show up armed, threatening police officers. You can't just expect nothing bad to happen to you at that point. You've signed up for a really bad situation to get worse. And you're not helping anyone. Okay? You're hurting your own people. So please stop lying. Stop lying about what a protest is and isn't.
At McCoTV super chatted $4.99. How not to get your ass kicked by police. Chris Rock, relevant.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Yeah,
protest
I've seen that one.
It's a coordinated effort to destroy America by communists and morons who do not understand anything about reality and do not understand that the people here want to live under laws. We have laws in this fucking country.
And second, are the prosecution memos being
so everybody wants to talk about a social contract all the time. That's part of the social contract. That you obey the law and you let the cops arrest people when they need to arrest people. Then you sort out your case. That's how it works. You don't sit there and litigate what's going on in the moment. And you definitely don't run up on a bunch of legal police officers, making them feel unsafe, because you forget that those are people too, by showing up armed and yelling at them and having your stupid sirens playing and playing your little drum. That's not how you deal with this situation. So you'll notice, looking at my face, that I'm obviously not your normal type of man.
Yeah, you're the type of person I would not want to walk across the street. I would walk across the street to avoid you. But if I had a conversation, I go, oh, dude, you're actually pretty intelligent. You're one of those dangerous, intelligent people. Because he's intelligent. He is. The way he worded it is fucking, because all of us see it, but sometimes it's hard to like put it into words. And that's what they're doing. Lying, like always, and trying to just gaslight you to think that, oh, we're just protesting. And then all their idiots that just repeat them like fucking morons, oh, it's just protesters. Oh, they're shooting protesters. It's like, they're not protesters. You're lying. This is not protesting. There's no definition of protesting that this would fit. Okay? Brilliant, man. Brilliant, man. I don't know if I'd want to hang out with him at night, but I'll watch his videos. Yeah, this is. I feel like I've played this before.
People in the black community, myself, often worry that we might be a victim of police brutality. So, as a public service, the Chris Rock Show proudly presents this educational video.
I know I've seen this before.
Have you ever been face to face with a police officer and wondered, is he about to kick my ass? Well, wonder no more. If you follow these easy tips, you'll be fine. First, obey the law. Laws were made for a reason. Think of them as hints. You've heard people say, man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Well, here's some of that shit. Carjacking, armed robbery, arson, selling drugs, buying drugs, stabbing, shooting. You know, you probably won't get your ass kicked if you just use common sense. If you jump a subway turnstile, you might just get off with a warning from the police. But if you jump a turnstile carrying a loaded gun and smoking a joint, then maybe you need your ass kicked. We all know what happened to Rodney King, but Rodney wouldn't have got his ass kicked if he had just followed this simple tip. When you see flashing police lights in your mirror, stop immediately. Everybody knows, if the police have to come and get you, they're bringing an ass kicking with them.
This is true. This is true.
Here's a no-brainer. If you're listening to loud rap music, turn that shit off. Blasting fuck the police while you're getting pulled over by the police is just ignorant. When an officer approaches your car, be polite.
Is there a problem, officer?
And stay in your car with your hands on the wheel.
What the fuck do you want, motherfucker?
Unless you want your ass kicked. Want to give a friend a ride?
This should be required viewing in like school. Like in ninth grade, everybody should be required to watch this and then take a test on it.
Not so fast. Your friend might be crazy. Now, before you let your friend in your car, ask them these questions. Do you have a gun? Do you have drugs? Do you have any warrants? And in case you do get pulled over by the cops,
License and registration, please.
remind your friend to do this one thing. Shut the fuck up.
Man, don't give him shit. What the fuck you want?
If you have to give a friend a ride, get a white friend. A white friend can be the difference between a ticket and a bullet in the ass. Here's a tip you should never forget. If your woman is mad at you, leave her at home. Because a mad woman will say anything.
He got weed! He got weed!
If your woman is mad at you, there's nothing she'd like to see more than you getting your ass kicked.
That's my chicken! Look at that!
This is true.
Now let's review. Obey the law. Use common sense. Stop immediately. Turn that shit off. Be polite. Shut the fuck up. Get a white friend. And last but not least, don't ride with a mad woman. If you follow these simple pointers, you probably won't get your ass kicked by the police.
Yeah.
People in the black community.
That was like, I think it was just one season. How many seasons did this show go? They should have had more seasons, man. I mean, it's not Chappelle Show level, but that's good shit, dude. And it's like, we don't have comedy like this anymore. All the like mainstream comedy is all just like fucking TDS. It's all fucking Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. This world would be better if this is the kind of comedy that was like in everybody's face, you know, just making fun of how stupid everybody is and not being political grifting shit, because society has gotten so fucking dumb. Ah, yeah, that was great. Good suggestion, MMAKO. Thank you. Now, this kind of made me crack up a bit. Mexican OT showed Neon just how rich he is after revealing he spent over $500,000 on just the audio system in his car. Bro, it sounds like you got fucking ripped off, dude. There's no audio system that should cost $500,000, dude. It sounds like somebody was like, oh, I got a dumbass with a lot of money, so I'm gonna like upsell everything. This normal fucking system that would cost probably $15,000 for the regular person's gonna all of a sudden be $500,000.
What'd you say, sir?
This is why these people go broke so quick, dude.
It's back though.
Let's see this $500,000 sound system, dude. Let's see what it is.
You want me to sit in the back?
Nah, open it, look.
First of all, I don't understand this at all. I had friends like this where they were into like really loudly playing the rap music to the point where it was excruciating. It was painful. It wasn't fucking entertaining at all. Like, not only would I not pay $500,000 for this, I wouldn't pay anything because this wouldn't do anything for me. I'd be like, okay, loud noise goes boom in the back of my, like, not only will it not do anything for me, I'd absolutely fucking hate it and not want anything to do with it. So it's just like, you're going to waste $500,000 on this stupid shit. Oh, it gets even dumber. It's what a waste of money, dude. Again, not only would I not pay $1,000 for this, I would probably pay money not to have this. I would pay money to never have to deal with. I mean, this would embarrass the fuck out of me. I don't know, man. You have fun, spend your money, bro. But Jesus, you're not gonna have much. I mean, I hope you're gonna have a long career, Mexican OT. You seem like a cool dude. You know, I got nothing against you. You're a Texan. I love Texans. But yeah, dude. I didn't know you guys made this much money off streaming that you could spend $500,000 on just stupid fucking shit that is completely useless. I mean, it's useless at the end of the day. It's a loud radio and a sign in your trunk. What do you do? Do you go outside every day and you just open your trunk and spend hours just staring at the back of your trunk and going, yeah, I love it, man. I'm so happy I spent $500,000 on this. First of all, I don't believe it. Either he's lying or somebody totally ripped this fucking dude off. Somebody totally took this dude for a ride. Yeah, here's Bill Maher talking about the Don Lemon arrest. And he doesn't seem to understand, but then MTG, remember her? She sets him straight.
They arrested Don Lemon? Somebody went, yes, like good. I don't know.
Yes, good. Yes.
It's not good to arrest him.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely. It's fucking great. It's great because it shows that even these elite journalists have consequences. And this is why we need to start arresting politicians as well, because the American people need to see that this is not a two-tier justice system where the rich and powerful get away with everything while we get just fucked in the ass at every turn. So yes, it's good. It would be bad if he hadn't broken any laws and they just made some shit up like Democrats do. That would be bad. But no, he legitimately broke the law. So,
you know.
Well, I'm going to say he violated the FACE Act. He went into a church,
and the KKK Act,
worship, and then later in an interview compared them to white supremacists. That's not journalism. That's activism. I had an experience with Don Lemon.
But does it warrant getting arrested?
Disrupting a worship service, stopping people's right to worship God, that is violation of the FACE Act. And under the Biden administration, pro-lifers were sent to prison up to 11 years for praying in front of an abortion clinic, and they were convicted under the FACE Act. So I don't think that's journalism. That's not First Amendment, going in and harassing people in the middle of church. And, you know, Don Lemon came to my office.
Essentially, their argument is always boils down, well, he's a journalist. Okay, so if I film myself doing something and I say I'm a journalist, then the law doesn't apply to me? Come on now.
With the Tesla takedown guy, the guy that organized it, and we had to call Capitol Police.
Okay, but can we just charge him with not cool, man?
Yeah, we'll add that charge on top of the KKK charge in the fucking FACE Act charge. And it's cool. They actually did what I said. I was like, if he broke both laws, then charge him with both the KKK and the FACE Act. And they did. They hit him with both. See, MTG trying to set Bill Maher straight. Bill Maher's always like 2 years behind the rest of the world, though, in understanding things. At least 2 years.
At CyberTwitch super chatted $1.99. So the precedent is set. Give the Lemon 11 years.
11 years. I mean, I'd give him life in prison, bro. I'm telling you. We'd take him off the streets. But I do want to see him do his live show. I want to see him do journalism from prison. It'll be fun. He can cover all the like prison drama, you know, who got raped last night and, you know, who sold what and, you know, who got shanked. It'll be good. It'll be good. Have a whole new show. Lemon live from prison. I'd watch, dude. That would be great. What is going on with this? You can't trust asses anymore, dude. These women are getting sneaky as fuck. Like, okay, makeup. All right, we put up with makeup. It's okay. Don't do too much, but okay, a little bit of makeup. Okay, now you got bras that make you look like you got giant tits when you don't. They make them look perky, and when you can have banana tits, and you get the right bra, and you look like you're, fucking Marilyn Monroe. And now they got this shit with the asses. Like, you can't trust anything anymore.
Do not have a pancake butt, but you are wearing these wrong.
How am I wearing them wrong? They're leggings.
No, that band goes underneath your booty. That is why it's a booty band.
Like, what do I do? Lift it up?
Lift your booty up.
Like a
put
bra?
It underneath, like a bra.
It's a butt, not a boob.
No, this is a butt bra. Look at that. No gym required. It's a lie.
This shit is a damn lie.
It is.
It's a damn lie. Like, y'all don't think this is lying?
This has probably got to upset the black community the most, because like that's like high up there on their wish list is like a big fat ass, and then you got women like pretending they got like big thick fat asses like that are perfectly shaped when they don't, and then you're like ready to hit it, and it's like what you've been looking at is not even reality. It's like it's a totally different situation. That's got to be upsetting.
This is not a form of lying to you. Y'all saw that ass, or whatever that thing was, before she fixed the pants. This is blasphemy. It's fucking lie. It's period. I don't even know what else to call this shit. It's a fucking monstrosity. Every time I see these pants from now, all I'm gonna think is
bullshit. Bullshit.
I think we should make it illegal. I think we can get our black brothers to join us in creating some legislation that outlaws this type of shit, because it's false advertising, bro. It's false advertising. You can't do that. You can't trick me like that, bro. It's not fair. Woman responds to the nose ring theory. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. By the way, where are we at with the likes? 56, not bad. See if you're enjoying the show and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, it's much appreciated. Give it a little punchy-roo, and links are in the description if you want to support or send a super chat. Much love. So she explains why she wants the nose ring, and it makes sense.
I'm going to hold your hand with an industrial paper towel when I tell you that your comments saying nose ring theory are literally doing the opposite of what you think they are. I want to look this way. I want you to be able to look at me and see that I am a safe space and that I don't tolerate fucking bullshit.
You're not a safe space. You're a danger. You're an insane fucking woman who's dangerous. And yeah, that's really what we're saying. When we're like, avoid these chicks with the nose rings, you're insane. You have mental illness. You probably have, I'm not saying you specifically, but in general, you would be right to make this assumption about women with nose rings. You probably have STDs. You probably have multiple dangerous boyfriends. Borderline personality disorder, that's a given. Smelly, you're probably smelly. I'd say there's a good likelihood you're smelly. And it's just not worth the trouble. And you're crashing out over it. You're acting like you're like owning us right now, but you're actually proving our theory that you're all fucking nuts and need to be avoided.
I want you to look at me and know, fuck Donald Trump, fuck men, honestly. And fuck what's going on.
They also hate men. I forgot that one as well. It usually means they hate men. And that's not a good sign if you're a man and you get into a relationship with a woman who hates men. Not good.
On in the world right now. Fuck the genocide.
Armpit hair as well, Cyber Twitch. I forgot to mention. Probably have armpit hair.
In Gaza. And fuck anybody who thinks any differently. Honestly. If I'm not for you.
And they're the type that are going to smile at you as they stab you. They're going to give you this, this is really what's going on inside. But then they're going to.
Fuck anybody who thinks any differently.
But
honestly.
They're going to give you this smile as they fucking stab you, or I don't know, take their keys down your car, or just break your back window as you're leaving when they get fucking crazy. They'll smile at you like this, but what's really going on is this. This is what they present. This is what they are. Stay away. Stay the fuck away. Nose ring theory, undefeated. This is what happened yesterday. Rioters, we caught the tail end of this, but I was telling you it was getting crazy. Like, this is what I was talking about, because when I tuned in, it was kind of, the police were shutting it down. But yeah, rioters have overtaken an ICE facility in LA. Complete chaos, and police are doing nothing to stop it. Yeah, this is them. They were trying to break into this ICE. Yeah, I saw them last night, like, trying at the doors, trying to get in. So it's essentially what the city lets them do. They let them do this shit and just destroy everything, and then they show up, like, after the fact. Like, way after the fact. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it looks like they got shields and shit. Yeah, that was last night. Breaking. Even CNN is admitting the riots in Los Angeles outside the federal facility are now out of control. Protesters have overtaken this, and there's no police. I mean, you can tell when you're here, like, she's probably a little scared. Because you're like, oh shit, I'm in the middle of...
You can see an officer back there. He's alone, and they're just throwing things at him. I mean, it's just pretty incredible that these protesters have overtaken this, and there's no police. I don't see anybody here to kind of manage this crowd. So like I was saying, this is at the tail end of a very long day. Looks like they're cheering because they were able to push that officer back inside. Okay, and now people, okay, all right, hold on. Do you see the police?
Yeah, so they had a lot of fun last night. A lot of kids got out and had some fun. Now, I don't know, dude. Is this, what do you guys think about dating someone that, I mean, she looks like she's a midget, though. I don't know. 5 reasons to date a 4'7" short girl like me. Like, I don't mind short chicks. I don't. It's cute, you know? I like to feel like I'm super tall. Like, that's awesome. It helps my ego. But I think she's midget territory, though. That's a problem. Yeah, like, the proportions here. There's something going on here. She has some sort of, like, growth hormone disorder or something. I can make your dick look bigger. That's true. That's a definite, you know. It's one thing with big women, man. I've been with a few big women in my day. You know, they get bigger down there too, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You're not going to find a 180-pound sloppy slam pig that's you know, tiny down there, you know? It's not, maybe there's a unicorn. I can make you can lift me anytime, anywhere. I'm not interested in that, okay? I don't want to fuck my back up. Any size is big. Any height is tall. Perfect fit in your arms like I was made for you. I don't know, but you got midget dimension. You got, the proportions are midgety, though. Like, maybe if you were 4'7", but you look like normal proportion-wise, but you look like you have dwarf syndrome. You're a pretty dwarf. I don't know if I can deal with a dwarf. You're starting at 180 pounds. Oh my God. I didn't want to go too far. You know, I didn't want to go like over 200. So I don't know. 180 came to me. You guys are so judgmental. You're so judgmental. Maybe she's 6'7", okay? Butter knife in an empty mayonnaise jar. She can check roof damage after snowstorms. Wait, you gonna put her on your shoulders? You're gonna toss her up there. I get it. You're just gonna throw her up there, huh? Over 130. Yeah, I know with women, like, yeah, over 130 is bad. And 180 is a slam pig. And then over 200 is a hippo. I don't know, what are we doing here? You understood my point. Why you guys get so obsessed with the tiny details of like the actual number? That is like 80-pound lady or less. I mean, she's the child. She's the size of a child. She's 4'7". Yeah, she's probably like 80 pounds. She's got dwarf syndrome. She's definitely got some dwarfism. I don't know if it's called dwarf syndrome or not. Let's see, you guys want to see what Alex has to say about the latest Trump news and the Epstein file drop? Let's see. Let's see what Alex says. Come on, Alex.
All right. Here's the deal. I've never had a dog in the hunt on the fight when it comes to Trump and the whole Epstein thing. Whatever the facts are, I'll bring it out, I'll present it. But I am one of the first people to ever talk about it. And even before the Epstein stuff came out 20 years ago, 18 years ago, about the whole general system of intelligence agencies using pedophile rings and things like that to compromise government and corporations.
And it is true, Alex was one of the first people to talk about the Epstein files. I don't know if he was the first, but he was talking about it before anybody else was talking about it, essentially. But it doesn't matter. You know, everybody wants Trump to be guilty, so the second he doesn't go, Trump's a pedophile, he's just going to get attacked.
She interviewed Ted Gunderson, I mean, you name it, all the experts, the Franklin cover-up, whistleblowers, all of it. So I followed this whole thing before it was a big news story. So I was able to predict that when they released these files, 3+ million, that it would be salted with all the old discredited stuff that had been proven not to be true, like the 4 or 5 Jane Does, a lot of which turned out to not even be real women. That's all in there, and people are saying all of those disproven things are real now. And that's what Trump was trying to suppress. And that's why there's so much ignorance out there. But here's the key, and I made this point in the last year. I said, you now have all these schizophrenics and crazy people and enemies of Trump flooding the FBI and DOJ with all sorts of fake filings, affidavits, you name it, and stuff just mailed in. All the new court cases, civil cases, all of that, all the old grand jury info that Trump wanted released, that's in there too. So there's not just one group of files. There's always new files that are coming out, okay? Well, now we know there is stuff in there up until December of last year. So they were trying to process the files as hundreds of thousands of new ones came in each month. And the files are any type of hearsay or any type of gossip you want. So it was, about 6, 7, 8 months ago, whenever the Wall Street Journal said, oh, they had handwritten letters from Trump with pictures of naked girls to Epstein with no evidence or proof that it was real. I made a joke on air and created fake letters from Trump to me. And I made the joke that, Trump raped me. Also, Elon Musk raped me. Now, you understand, I could fill out those forms, just mail it in, or go file a lawsuit and just say that. So let me show you something. This is actually in one of the side offices. And I can look up the date of the broadcast I did this on. But just look up, I think the headline was Donald Trump raped me. And
that's a good question, CWG, or a good statement. Tell us what was on those thousands of CDs/DVDs. That's probably one of the things. I don't, has any of that been, like the last, remember the last dump had a ton of pictures and stuff? Were any of those from those CDs? So when they raided the island, if I remember right, they took out a bunch of CDs that had suspicious labeling on them. It was like person, and then it was like a man and then a woman. And I don't think we've ever gotten access to that. That was always like what to me looked like probably had the blackmail stuff, or maybe videos of people doing stuff. Like if that's the case, that they were like setting up people to be with underage women and then recording it so they could use as blackmail, like that would look like that's what that was. But have we ever seen what happened to that shit? I don't know.
Here's the jokes hanging in here. Dear Alex Jones, you were tremendous in bed last night and made every day be another wonderful secret. And look, that's the signature right there. Your pal. Okay? Now here's another one. Alex, my love, thank you for the incredible time. What a night. That's handwritten by him.
Yeah. I asked Grok about the CDs. The CDs seized by the FBI during raids on Jeffrey Epstein's properties, primarily his Manhattan townhouse in July 2019, have been a point of public interest and speculation for years. During the initial search of Epstein's New York residence on July 6th and 7th, 2019, shortly after his arrest, agents found a locked safe. They broke it open using a saw, per testimony, and recovered items including numerous CDs and DVDs, some labeled suggestively Girl Pics Nude Book 4, or similar references to photos/videos. Hard drives, computer iPads, thumb drives, other items like passports, cash, diamonds, and jewelry. Evidence lists from DOJ releases and early 2025 phases catalog dozens of these items as digital or general evidence from New York, Florida, and Little St. James Island properties. Photos of the seized materials released in batches like December 2025 show piles of CDs, hard drives, and storage devices among the physical evidence. What happened to them? These items were taken into FBI custody as part of the federal investigation into Epstein's sex trafficking and related crimes. They underwent forensic review, e.g. for images, videos, logs, or other data potentially showing abuse, blackmail material, or networks. In the Ghislaine Maxwell trial 2021, FBI Special Agent Kelly McGuire testified that some CDs, hard drives, and other items from the safe went missing or disappeared while agents waited for a full search warrant after the initial protective sweep. I mean, that might be the smoking gun. And that's what everybody was going to be suspicious of. Like, all of the really, like, damning shit has already been fucking wiped clean or disappeared. So, yeah. I mean, according to this, FBI Special Agent Kelly McGuire testified that some CDs, hard drives, and other items from the safe went missing or disappeared while agents waited for a full search warrant after the initial protective sweep. This raised questions about chain of custody issues, but no evidence emerged of intentional theft or cover-up tied to specific people. E.g., claims about Steve Bannon or others in recent X posts appear unsubstantiated, conspiratorial, and lack credible sourcing. Much of the content from these devices, photos, videos, etc., was processed and used in investigations, prosecutions, but large portions remain withheld or redacted in public releases due to victim privacy, CSAM, child sexual abuse material, ongoing sensitivities, or privileges. In the recent releases, the massive DOJ dump under the Epstein Files Transparency Act included over 180,000 images and more than 2,000 videos from Epstein's devices, properties seized during raids. These are described as commercial pornography, images, videos taken by Epstein, some showing prominent people in social settings, but no new misconduct ties alleged. Evidence photos of the seized media itself, bundles of CDs, hard drives. However, not everything from the CDs, hard drives was released. The DOJ has stated the full trove exceeded 6 million pages/items, with about half, 3.5 million pages plus multimedia, made public across batches. Withheld portions include sensitive victim-related material or items that didn't yield new prosecutable evidence. So it sounds like some of it may have came out, like all those images we got on the last dump, some of that might have been some of the shit on CDs, but I can't confirm that. No client list, widespread blackmail tapes, or explosive third-party crime evidence has surfaced from them in public files. The DOJ reiterated no such list or blackmail scheme was found after exhaustive reviews. Look, if we think they're smart and they're going to cover things up, obviously they're going to get rid of, before they release it to the public, they're going to scrub everything that they don't want the public to know about, and they're going to leave things they want the public to know about. I think that's a good assumption. I wouldn't expect them to just hand over some shit that's actually going to cook them. They're not going to cook themselves. As of late January 2026, the DOJ described this as the final major tranche, with Deputy AG Todd Blanche stating compliance with the law. The materials are searchable, downloadable at justice.gov/Epstein. Focus on datasets 9 to 12 for the latest multimedia heavy batch, though high traffic redactions limit full access to everything. So yeah, I don't know. We might have got some of it and didn't get some of the rest. I don't know, dude. We have to trust. That's all we can go off of is like, they released a bunch of shit. Is it everything? Who the fuck knows, man?
Okay. This is real. Also, I was in Fort Huachuca and saw these colonels planning to kill everybody. It doesn't matter. It was all just proven lies. See, it's the same thing. where you could have an anonymous email.
Don't say that, Alex. They're gonna people those Fort Huachuca psychos are gonna be coming after you next, buddy.
Tip line for the Charlie Kirk assassination investigation, and then just whoever wants to send fake garbage, they can do it. I'm not saying the public should investigate things, and I'm not even saying they're in suspicious of a TPSA. It's the same system. So I made a big deal out of this when nobody else did, that they can send stuff into the last minute. And so I'll shoot a more detailed video later with the actual documents, because I'm going over it right now. I've already found like 15 different things. I can have my crew working on it. Where they're in May and June last year, people say they're at Mar-a-Lago and they see Elon and Trump assaulting young girls. I mean, come on, people. And there's no evidence, no proof, no police report, no nothing. That's the current stuff. So I'm saying right now, I was at Mar-a-Lago in July, and both Elon Musk and Donald Trump raped me viciously. And I'm going to send in a letter to the FBI, and it'll be part of the new files. You see, it's a cornucopia. It never ends. It's a perpetual motion machine. So I've got a bunch of examples of this. I'm going to shoot a more detailed report and show you the actual stuff. But, oh, you didn't know the Epstein files go right to December 19th or whatever it was?
Yeah. Somebody asked, does Alex have a painting of himself? It looks like it. It looks like Alex, Elon, and that's probably Trump. It's a meme painting, bro.
That was their deadline. So up to the last day, people are just mailing stuff into the Justice Department and mailing it into the FBI, and schizophrenics are walking in all the streets saying, yeah, a bunch of E. Jean Carroll types. She's been totally disproven. She's all in there. There were at least 4 Jane Does. You see the actresses about Trump raping him and all that stuff, and then later it turns out they were actresses. Remember all that? But they just recycle the rumors. But here's the biggest problem. This diverts from all the real stuff we know is real, because Bill Gates' wife left him over this. I know how Bill Gates already operates, bribing and controlling medical executives and university heads and top scientists. Bill Gates, Larry Summers, all the big billionaires that have been attacking Trump and funding all the attacks on Trump, they're all the ones really implicated with underage girls and with diseases and with slipping drugs in women's drinks, like Melinda Gates. I mean, that's all real stuff. But, oh, we're not going to look at all that stuff. No, we're going to look at all the old salted BS. Like when they said 9 years ago, Melania was a hooker. She worked for Epstein. None of that was ever true. Worked for his modeling agency. Wasn't true. It's all just recycled lies. So I've already seen all that in there. There's millions of files to go through, but everybody's beavering through it. But notice the corporate media will go with, oh, Elon is in the files. And then they'll say at the bottom of the article, Gates was wanting a meeting with him. Never, didn't happen. But then people say, oh, look, CNN headline, Musk was with Epstein or Gates. And then there's all the fake Jane Doe stuff out there, and then the internet goes, oh, look, Elon Musk is involved. So this is so crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't pop up in there. I'm sure some schizophrenic put me in there. I'm in most of these big data dumps on other big cases and other big stories. I mean, I'm in Crossfire Hurricane. I'm in Arctic Frost. I'm actually targets of that. But that's the reality of all this. By the way, I've never been to the White House, never been to Mar-a-Lago purposely, because I know how all this works. So that's the reality. Now, Sean Johnson, we just worked out this morning, popular. He's got to get out of here in a minute. He's got some important work to do, but I just wanted to get your.
I'm starting to think Sean and Alex are in a relationship. Yeah, it looks like Alex Jones was on Epstein's radar. Here's somebody emailing Epstein about Alex. You're going to get it or I'm going to die trying, bitch. Alex Jones issues stunning threat to Miller and pantomimes shooting him. The conspiracy theorist ended a deranged rant about pedophilia by threatening the special counsel. Conspiracy theorists, so it's like they sent him a news report that's talking about Alex ranting. Funny. I mean, yes, look, breaking headline. Alex Jones is in the Epstein files. Breaking. Confirmed, Alex Jones in the Epstein files. This one's, I don't know how this one ties to Alex Jones. The arkancide of FBI agent Salvatore Cincinnati and the attempted arkancide of Jeffrey Epstein. In this segment from the Thursday, July 25th, 2019 edition of InfoWars, Alex Jones phoned in a bombshell report of the arkancide of FBI agent Salvatore Cincinnati, who had been investigating the Clinton Foundation and the attempted arkancide of Jeffrey Epstein, who was connected to Bill Clinton, who reportedly flew on Jeffrey Epstein's Alita Express at least 26 times. So yeah, somebody was emailing Epstein about Alex. Looks like they were keeping tabs on Alex. FBI news briefing from to, or is this the FBI keeping tabs on Alex? So yeah, they're including InfoWars reports in their FBI news briefing. Interesting, huh? January 6 organizers used burner phones to communicate with White House, The Hill. Yeah, of course the FBI is getting all their shit from like far left fucking lunatics. Sedition hunters, yes. It looks like they include a whole bunch of shit in here, don't they? 1, 2, 3. This is about his FBI public affairs new briefing. Man, why is the FBI is really tracking all the Alex Jones news, huh? So yeah, Alex is in here, but it looks like a lot of it is FBI like news reports, news briefings, where they're including Alex, whatever Alex is saying on InfoWars. All right, you're safe so far, Alex. But he is confirmed. Alex Jones is in the fucking files, bro. Did you know Alex is in the files? What's this here? Let's see, are they talking about Alex in here? This is a long email chain, bro. Good morning. On my way, STT. I expect to be at your offices at blank. Ken Map? Map, huh? It's not a good last name to have. You should change your last name. Change it to Mop. What time do you prefer breakfast? And he likes me, the foreign minister. He likes me. The foreign minister was our interpreter. He does. He will continue raising it in various international fora. Where's Alex Jones? He's got to be in here somewhere. But he spoke at length about it. No, he didn't. Apple Watch, perfect. Jeffrey, when is your next visit? There's got to be a mention of Alex in here if this pulled up Alex Jones. If this came up on the Alex Jones search. Let's see. You know what? Let me see if I can do a Control F. There we go. Duh. Why don't I save myself some time here, huh? 2 mentions of Alex. I'm in Wednesday night till Sunday. Let's lots to discuss. Let's see. I'm trying to get the context of what they were talking about. I'm also around today if you prefer, otherwise tomorrow. Yes. Thursday. Don't worry, I'm in Wednesday night till Sunday. Lots to discuss. Of course not. On Alex Jones. Roger Stone, who cares? He says stuff like this all the time. I guess they're reporting some shit Alex is saying. I don't know. It looks like not everything's included in this email. Oh, just received a video of Stone attacking you. Sender Jeffrey Epstein. It looks like look, everybody's watching Alex, man. Even Epstein was watching Alex. Alex, please mention Israel less. I don't think, dude, everybody thinks Alex is an Israel show. I think that's silly. I think that's silly. But yeah, what do you guys want me to search? Give me a name. Give me a name, anything. I'll search whatever you want. What do you want me to search? Let's see what else we got with Alex. Only 2 pages, so yeah, not a lot of mentions of Alex. Why nobody cares the president is lying. Yeah, it sounds like Alex is just, every now and then people are mentioning what Alex is talking about. Well, that's good, Alex. I'm glad you didn't go to the island. I'm glad you weren't doing like fucking Tim Waltz. Okay. Zuckerberg, that's a good one. Let's do Tim Waltz first. Tim Waltz. Showing 1 of 10 of 33 results. Oh yeah, more mentions. Yeah, public affairs. Yeah, more news briefings because he's in the news, and FBI is obviously cares all about the news. More news, FBI news briefings. Yeah, it's probably going to be a bunch of news briefings. Go page 2. More news briefings. Page 4. Yeah. Yeah, people. It sounds like everybody's in the. If you were in the news, you're probably going to be in the files. So, because the FBI they included every FBI news briefing for like every day. I'm sure. Jesus. Let me see. 4 pages. Let's just try just page 3. News briefing. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we got nothing on Waltz. Let's see Mark Zuckerberg. Let's see. $283 results. Probably going to be news briefings as well. Oh, New York Times. Mark Zuckerberg covers his laptop camera, so you should consider it too. To Jeffrey Epstein. Somebody trying to give Epstein some advice like, hey, dude, we know you're up to some crooked shit, so yeah, maybe you should do this like Zuckerberg does and cover your camera, dude. You know? Let's see what else we got. Subject, Mark Zuckerberg on trial, villain or visionary? Yeah, it just looks like they're sharing news. Let's see. Subject, intros to Jeffrey. Okay. Somebody, Reid Hoffman, sending an email to Jeffrey Epstein and Zuckerberg. Email connections from the Ed Boyden dinner so that convo can continue. Just networking. Looks like some sort of flyer for an event or something like that. From Ian Osborne to Leslie Groff, re Jeffrey Epstein. Excellent. I will let Jeffrey know and work on an answer for 1 to 2 times that would work for Jeffrey Woody to meet up with Hussein Rahman. We will stay posted on the possibility for Mark Zuckerberg. Looks like they're trying to arrange meetings. Colonel Sanders. I bet you Colonel Sanders is in here. How you spell Colonel? How do you spell fucking Colonel? Is it an E at the end? Colonel Sanders, yeah. Let's see. Yep. Colonel Sanders is in here. Breaking. Colonel Sanders is in the Epstein files, guys. That's it. No more eating at KFC. 2 undisclosed recipients, JEE Vacation Gmail. Greg Brown's weekend reading and other things. Yeah, he's just sharing like boomer shit. He's such a boomer. But yeah, guys, we got another breaking. Colonel Sanders is in the Epstein files. Colonel Sanders is in the Epstein. Logan Paul? No, Logan Paul. He's scot-free, bro. He's not in the Epstein. I'm surprised, dude. But maybe Logan Paul wasn't famous enough to be in the news at this time. Papa John? I guarantee you Papa John's in here. No Papa John. Try with an S. Oh, Papa John's. Breaking. We have a new discovery. Papa John's also in the Epstein files. Gold card statement. Look, they were in some sort of business relationship with Epstein. He was giving them money for pizza. Who knows what they were giving him in exchange? Pizza. Was it really even pizza? Was it even? And who? I mean, what kind of billionaire gets pizza from Papa John's? Don't they have better pizza options when you're a billionaire? Kmart. Breaking. Kmart is in the Epstein files. I wonder what their association with Epstein is. I wonder what this $266 payment is for. Kmart. Was there some sort of quid pro Kmart? Spyware Labs. Publix as well. Breaking. Publix is also in the Epstein files. Can't go to Publix anymore. You want to eat at Publix? You're supporting pedophilia, allegedly. What else we got here? Oprah Winfrey. Oh, yeah. 49 results. This is to Jeffrey Epstein from Redacted. BBC News, the Duchess of York is expected to appear on the Oprah Winfrey Show in the U.S. days after she was filmed, allegedly trying to sell access to her ex-husband. Breaking. Oprah Winfrey is in the Epstein files. We're still waiting for comment from Oprah. Yeah, it's all just like, again, sharing news back and forth. This is what boomers do, bro. They take like news and they email each other news. Like, did you see this? Did you see that? Let's see what else we got on Oprah. Mostly, I bet you all news. Yeah, all right. Okay, well, Oprah is in the Epstein files, and she has to answer for that. Michael Jackson, Dylan Carlson. That is an elite recommendation. No results. Okay, well, I'm still suspicious about what happened to Cobain, but Dylan Carlson is not in the Epstein files. Michael Jackson's going to be in the Epstein files. There's no doubt about it. Michael Jackson. Yeah, he's in the files. Michael Jackson, 218 results. To Michael Jackson. Oh. To Michael Jackson from Redacted. Okay, thanks. Hi, Michael. Still exploring options. What do you think of Luci de Luna quartzite granite? Something you can get? Hi, what's happening with your kitchen? Okay. This is not even the Mike. This is Michael Jackson kitchen designer. Poor guy. Oh, Michael A. Jackson is in the vials. Somebody was trying to get a new kitchen. Hi, Michael. I've been focusing on appliances lately. This poor guy is just in the he's just there to help them redesign their kitchen, and now he's in the Epstein files. Let's see. Yeah, cabinet, appliance, kitchen plans. Yeah, but I mean, maybe that's all code words for other things. You think if they were selling little children, you think they would just say it? No, they would have code words like appliances and I don't know. He's probably just an innocent Michael Jackson. Joan Rivers. Okay. It's probably all news. from Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, that's a good sign. Jeffrey Epstein. Joan Rivers said her husband wanted her to learn how to cook. She said no, because she couldn't bear the image of her husband telling a young Russian hooker with a killer body, "Wait until you taste my wife's chocolate cake." He's a comedian, too.
At BMG
Pink
2040
Trip in the
super
files.
chatted $2. Pinkter 1p in the files.
Oh, no. I'll search that next. That could be the end of my career coming up in a moment. But breaking, Joan Rivers is in the files. Apparently, Epstein was a fan and liked to quote her jokes. Let's see, from Epstein. Subject RE, ha, that's funny. So I don't know this is redacted. Somebody thought it was funny. Epstein was a bit of a comedian. He was a bit of a jokester. He liked himself some Joan Rivers, who a lot of people speculate was murdered because she blew the whistle on Michelle Obama being a man. But that's a conspiracy theory, of course. That's not backed up by any facts or evidence. Yeah. Okay. Time to possibly end my career right now. What's left of my career could be over right now. Thank God. Breaking. Ping Trip is not in the files, guys. Thank you, BMG, for the wonderful super chat suggestion. So yeah, all right. The rumors can stop now. I'm not in the files. Never been to the island. We'll try spelling it in different ways because nobody ever spells my name right. Okay. Let me try this last one. Yep. I'm free, guys. I'm scot-free. You can stop making accusations, all right? Reed Hoffman, Courtney Love. Look, I got to do Courtney Love. I bet you there's an email where she's like, "Jeffrey, you're so cool." She probably wanted to get in on that. Ooh, a court case. This is about the Dershowitz case. See what else we got on love. See, I like when you got the email, because if you don't see email at the front, it tends to mean that it's just news. What is this? Elvis Costello? We just have a bio for Elvis Costello in here? What is this doing in here? What does this have to do with Epstein? Is this a whole fucking book about Elvis Costello? Bro, what does this have to do with the Epstein files, dude? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? With just a whole bio for Elvis Costello. Kane's Diary 2011. Is this Epstein's diary? Whose diary is this? There's some weird shit in here that's like, how's it connected, right? Whose diary is this? It's a diary of somebody's trip to Cannes. Cannes, the film festival. Cannes or Cannes. I think it's called Cannes. The right way to say it. Arriving for my 4th trip to the 64th Cannes Film Festival on the Côte d'Azur, I'm picked up by Sebastian, my Brad Pitt lookalike driver. We head to the Carlton Hotel on the Quasiet smack in the middle of the action. The festival is the world's most prestigious 12-day convention of cinema, giving us the perfect excuse to slip on an evening gown nightly, strut our stuff on the red carpet, network till dawn with endless flash bulbs in our face. This sounds like a chick. This has got to be a chick writing this. This is not Epstein doesn't write this way. Yeah, there's no mention of whose diary this is. It's just in here. Yeah, maybe it's Courtney Love's diary. It's the same thing. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Not a lot of Courtney Love in here. It's I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, breaking. Courtney Love is in the Epstein files. There's definitely some dark stuff going on with the Teletubbies. You know what? Let's see. What's Barney's full name? You know, Barney the dinosaur? Yeah, that's not how you spell dinosaur. I think that's how you spell, yeah. Barney's off the hook. Who else can we think of? Tom Cruise? He's got to be in here because there's going to be news of him. Gmail? Let's see. To Jeffrey from Dion Demetz. It's one of the few times they don't redact one of the emails that's not Epstein. This is a bit of a shot in the dark, but I was wondering if you have any connection to Tom Cruise or director Doug Liman. I recently put myself on tape for his new film, All You Need Is Kill. The audition tape was sent to casting, which is based out of London. Who is Dion Demetz? This guy's trying to, he's working hard to get himself an acting career, an acting gig. The management firm that represents me is producing the film, and I'm doing my best to get the main players on the project to approve me, but it seems like Mr. Lehman and Cruz have final say. Again, I know this is a shot in the dark, but you seem to have a magic behind you, so I thought I'd ask. Please find the link to the audition tape below. Doesn't look like it's up anymore. That'd have been fun, huh? That was still up. Who's Dion Demetz? See, yeah, I bet you he got a bunch of like random shit from people all the time that were like, help me. This is okay. Oh, poor Dion. Dude's just trying to get an acting career, bro. Now it's confirmed. Dion Demetz is in the Epstein files. Is he a TV actor? What's his IMDb? What's he been in? Oh, he won an award? The Bold, he was a daytime soap opera actor. Yeah. NCIS, okay. One of those, man, he was trying really hard. If only he could have got on a Tom Cruise movie, his career would be on a total different trajectory right now. Instead, he just got yeah. Now you're going to be remembered as the guy that was asking Epstein for favors so you could get a role. That's your memory now. That's how everybody's going to know you. Oh, Dion Demetz. Oh yeah, that's the guy that was emailing Epstein because he wanted a role on that Tom Cruise movie, huh? I wonder how far he was willing to go to get a Tom Cruise part. I wonder what old Epstein could have got from this guy. Let's see what else we got with Tom Cruise. Richard Kahn to Epstein. Eric Ross sent me a photo of his car and garage. He bought the car from Tom Cruise when he did his GIV. Living large, his garage looks better than my living room. Like everybody's just doing a little Tom Cruise worship. Everybody wants a little taste of that Tom Cruise from Epstein. Tom Cruise's wife. Can I come to see you on Monday? My flight lands at 12:15 from Grenada into Miami, so I could be with by 2-ish. Then I have a 5 p.m. to Houston, then on to Vancouver. So I could be with you for 1 hour for a brainstorming of your genius ideas. Can you make the Houston flight from Palm Beach? Looks like Epstein's trying to hook up with Redacted here. Jeffrey, still working on my fight, so impossible, but no is not an option even for 20 minutes with you. Some Sarah chick really wanted to get time with Epstein here. Holly Berry, Julia, this is from Epstein. at Epstein wrote Holly Berry, Julia Roberts, actresses actresses that are a little older and need a cause. Carly Fiorina, Meg Whitman, Beyonce, politicians, royalty, Merkel. We're all in the same battle, the mother's army. If you do it right, no one can refuse. You are creative. Design a mother pin, similar to pink ribbon for AIDS. Maybe a baby in arms, baby on breast, etc. Tom Cruise wife? It's weird when you get like a little glimpse into somebody's like personal communications and you think you'd be able to understand it all, but it's like, no, you don't get the full context of what the fuck they're talking about. But it looks like she's trying to like build some sort of charity or something. And she's trying to help, he's trying to help this, what was her name again? This Sarah chick. She seems real interested in Epstein's help. Real interested. What is this? From Gregory Brown. Dear friend. There's a serious question that we Americans should ask ourselves. Here in the richest country on earth, 50 million of us, 1 in 6 Americans go hungry. Why? Yeah. It's like some charity. Some boomer fucking charity, bro. All right. What other names we got? You're not digging. I mean, how many, dude, do you realize how much shit is here? Most of it is just news mentions. And like them sharing boomer shit like this. You want me to go through every single one of these? You know what I mean? Like I'm looking for the ones that have email, right, from Jeffrey on the top. Those are the ones that are like probably going to have something. The rest of these are just going to be news shit. Yeah. Richie Havens. Yeah, that's a whole bio on Richie Havens. Why is this in here? Okay, I'm trying to avoid going through this stupid shit and looking for the ones that are actually emails. Don't criticize my digging, Nerio. Let's see your digging, bro. Brigitte Macron. Is that how you spell it? How do you spell it? Yeah, Brigitte. A weird way to spell it, but I think that's right? Brigitte. Yeah. No Bridget Macron, really? I guess she wasn't on the scene at the time. Weird. Let's try Macron. Macron, both moving. Yeah, more news reports. Larry Summers. Are you there? What a weird conversation. Are you there? What? I hope it comes back soon. Are you feeling okay otherwise? About to deliver a death blow to Macron. Been with Front National all day. Okay, repeat. All right. We'll try a little more Macron. Wow, that's a lot of redactions. Send this to blah for me. Run, rabbit, run, run. I'm coming for you, and every single thing you ever done is coming out. You are a danger to the public. You'll be held accountable. One thing I do know is that Cash and Blank are watching every single thing like eagles. So am I. I already have what I need. Enjoy your pancakes. I look forward to your court appearances. Run, rabbit, run. Weird. Risha Sunak investigation? Emotional blackmail? Sunday school genius? Okay. We'll need to get bigger. There's something that just keeps jabbing me harder and harder. No, it's not blank. It's blank's testimony regarding Prince Andrew. Attached are a few of blank's WhatsApp. She asked me for help financially. Read my responses and look at the dates. Dates, always very, very important. Blank, why was blank settlement rolled up into a fund her attorney forced her to sign? Are they talking about Virginia? Blank knows exactly what I'm talking about because she actually lent both of us money for food. You see, blank, it doesn't look good, does it? Blank had to beg every month like a fucking dog to get her settlement monthly payment from her IWN compensation fund. Now, who represented blank? Blank was murdered, fucking fact. Is this the same attorney who also represented blank, who blanked fired as soon as she found out? Hey, blank, where's all the blank journals? So if blank said blank told her she had sex with Prince Andrew, so yeah, obviously Virginia. So if blank said Virginia told her she had sex with Prince Andrew, but at the same time had to beg for money each month from her own settlement awarded to her from the fund set up by a lawyer who she fired because he represented blank, conflict of interest. Well, if I was a judge or an attorney, I would ask blank if she was being extorted for her testimony. Yeah, I don't know exactly what we're talking about here. I mean, we're talking about Virginia Giuffre, obviously. You just said everything about how I feel, so you must definitely understand how I feel. It's blanked out. You know, when you blank out the names, that kind of does suck. But it looks like Virginia Giuffre was broke. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you got so much shit in here. All right. Let's see what else. We'll search a couple more. Try cheese pizza. Okay. Doing some Pizzagate code words. I mean, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of actual ordering of cheese pizza. Okay, let me know once done if Bobby is there or not, so I can tell J.E. Hi, Jojo. Jeffrey would like you to go to a Toro's today and buy a large cheese pizza for Bobby Slayton, staying at 301, and deliver it to apartment 7J. A Toro's open at 4 p.m. Be there when they open and order the pizza, then deliver to 301. Bobby may or may not be there. He hopes to be at the apartment between 4 to 5:30. I guess if he is not there, you must leave with the doorman with one of J.E.'s cards that reads compliments of Jeffrey Epstein. Write on the card, a Toro's pizza for Bobby. Confirm back to me. Thanks. I wonder if that's a little bit of a hidden message. It's kind of weird, right? It's like some clandestine pizza operation. Some clandestine fucking pizza delivery, huh? It's like, just order pizza and drop it off at this time, right? But no, this is Jojo. Jeffrey would like you to go to a Toro's today and buy a large cheese pizza for Bobby Slayton, staying at 301, and deliver it to the apartment 7J. But Toro's opens at 4 p.m. Be there when they open and order the pizza, then deliver to 301. Bobby may or may not be there. He hopes to be at the apartment between 4 and 5:30. I guess if he is not there, you must leave the doorman with one of J.E.'s cards that reads compliments of Jeffrey Epstein. Write on the card, a Toro's pizza for Bobby. Why? I wonder what this is. Bobby Slayton sounds like is he an athlete? The name sounds familiar. Bobby Slayton. Bobby Slayton hung out with Epstein, Woody Allen. Robert Michael Slayton is an American actor, writer, and stand-up comedian. Slayton is known for so Slayton got some cheese pizza from Epstein? They have servants who take care of the food and catering. Most people would just get their own pizza if it was actually just pizza. I mean, maybe Epstein saw his show and was like, I'm going to buy the guy a pizza. He likes pizza. And I mean, cheese pizza is so boring. People that are like, I just get a cheese, just cheese only. I'm like, you're so plain Jane boring, bro. You don't even want pepperoni on it? I like supreme pizzas, bro. I don't like the bullshit pineapple and all that. But, I mean, pile as much shit as you want on top of there. Just make sure you cook it right. Plain cheese pizza. What's the code word? What's that mean, right? What's the cheese pizza code word? Pizzagate conspiracy theory. I remember that there was a specific code word. Child pornography is the code, is what I'm seeing real quick. Cheese pizza, a phrase used in one of John Podesta's leaked emails, was assumed to be code for child pornography. I'm not saying that's what's going on here. I'm not saying Bobby Slayton had some CP delivered to him. But I'm getting a little suspicious. Or, you know, maybe Epstein just is a generous guy and was like, you know what? I heard you're hungry. I'm going to send you a cheese pizza. I don't know, man. Take it for what you will there. Oh, Bobby Slayton. Is Bobby funny? Anybody seen his comedy? Anybody seen Bobby Slayton's comedy? Let's see what else we got here. Daphne Wallace to Jeffrey Epstein. Greetings, sir. Meat lovers pizza, pepperoni, sausage, salami, beef, ham, cheese pizza, vegetarian pizza. Handmade pizza? Okay, is this going from bottom to up? I hate it when it does that. Let me see. Sir, Peking Tokyo has no sushi, che. On vacation. I'm calling around for another lunch source, just in case. Would you like to choose something else? Okay, this looks like it might actually be for lunch. Or maybe it's all code words again. Alternative? Greetings, sir. You have had steamed dumplings from Peking, Tokyo. You also had steak and vegetables from Molly Malone's. Tap in Still Burgers. XD Bistro, they have salads, handmade pizzas, wraps. I have a menu for your review. Respectfully, Daphne. Handmade pizzas? Greetings, sir. Meat lovers pizza, pepperoni, sausage, salami, beef, ham, cheese pizza. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it might just actually, because, you know, people do order food as well. Or it's all code words.
Polish Pride 68 super chatted $1.99.
What's up, Polish?
So what was J.E.'s intelligence organization?
What was his intelligence organization? I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about, like, a lot of people think for sure that he worked for Mossad. I don't know, man. I think he was probably working for multiple intelligence agencies. But of course, you know, it's just speculation. I mean, that would make sense why they go so far to cover this shit up is because, you know, the intelligence agencies had a hand in this stuff. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Been a slow day with super chat, so if you guys want to support, it's much appreciated. We're almost done here. I'll do a few more searches. This cheese pizza one is pretty interesting to me. Confidential due diligence report. JP Morgan Chase. What the? Harvard has decided, this is Carol Beggy and Mark Shannon, Harvard to keep Epstein gift. Harvard has decided it'll hold on to the fat check it received from Jeffrey Epstein. The billionaire financier was charged over the summer with soliciting sex from prostitutes, while some others, notably New York gubernatorial candidate Eliot Spitzer and New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, have returned his gifts. The world's greatest university has concluded that returning Epstein's $6.5 million donation would do more harm than good. Okay. Yeah. It sounds like a news thing there. There's not too many mentions of cheese pizza, to be honest. There's only one page, so interesting. I mean, I imagine that Bobby Slayton must have done it because Louis J. Gomez, by the way, he's in the Epstein files as well. There's I don't know if it was a joke to do promotion, like to promote his shows, but I saw an X post going around showing like an email about like a comedy show where Louis J. Gomez was there and a bunch of other comedians. So I don't know, Epstein might have been a comedy connoisseur. And he appreciated Bobby Slayton, so he just decided to send him a cheese pizza. I don't know, man. I don't know. But Bobby, yeah, I mean, you could come out and set the record straight. Why did Epstein send you a cheese pizza, bro? Hot dogs? All right, let's look up hot dogs. Hot dogs should be 2 words, right? Hot dogs. Oh, here we go. Jojo, please give hot dogs to blank tomorrow. Okay. Steve, blah, blah. Francis and Bryce, Francis and Bryce and blank, do you need blank to bring anything with her from New York? 10. J.E. wants blank to fly with him. Steve is flying private, and I am awaiting the details. Blank will need to get to Westchester Airport on Friday by 9 a.m. Jojo, you will need to take her. Blank will be bringing Jeffrey's wallet and whatever, maybe it's Ghislaine, and whatever else he may want her to bring. Blank will then fly in Hanson's private plane to the Hamptons to pick up Steve, and off they go to the ranch. I have nothing more to report at this moment, so you all have numbers. Do you need to bring anything with her from New York? We will need 3 loaves of J.E. bread, total 7 grain from Eli's aside. From that, I believe we are good here. We will need 3 loaves of Jeffrey Epstein bread. Did Jeffrey make his own bread? 7 grain from Eli's aside. From that, I believe we are good here. I guess they're getting bread for Jeffrey Epstein. Sarah, can you buy the bread or direct someone to? I let blank know she will need to take 3 loaves along with J.E.'s wallet. It's so weird that all the food communicate. I guess when you're a billionaire, it's just like you have teams of people just making sure like everything you need is taken care of. Like what food list do you want when you get there, and like what clothing do you want, and like they just you show up and everything you want is there. I guess. I will do it as soon as I get home. Oh wait, one last thing I will need brought from NYC. In the white freezer in downstairs kitchen of 71st Street, there are packages of frozen hot dogs. J.E. would like to have hot dogs for lunch tomorrow, and these are the new dogs he likes. I'll take all the packages we have there, should be 2 to 3. They are called Zwiegel's Pop Open Premium Hot Dogs. Let's see, what was this? They better be all beef hot dogs. Let's see, what was Epstein's favorite hot dog? White Pop Open Hot Dogs? Texas brand? You guys ever heard of this brand? Zwiegel's Natural Casing Pop Open Premium Hot Dog, artificially colored Texas brand, exploding with flavor. Ingredients: pork, water, beef, pork, beef. Now, what the? These look like some shitty fucking hot dogs, bro. I don't know about you, but I don't fuck with hot dogs that aren't. They got to be all beef, the most expensive ones. Because once you have like a really good all beef hot dog, you can't go back to those cheap, shitty hot dogs. They're not even hot dogs anymore. It's like mush. You know, those good all beef hot dogs, they got the like snap to them and they taste great. I mean, I guess, you know, you can become a billionaire and still have, still like shitty hot dogs, or it's all code words for something else. But I mean, when they're that specific about it, I'll do it as soon as I get home. I'm at a birthday now. I will package with ice packs. Jojo, I will put with the bag for blank in the hallway. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. You better make sure you get Epstein's hot dogs right, son. You get the wrong hot dogs for Epstein and you're finished. It's Zwiegel's all the way, boy. I mean, come on, man. I like Nathan's beef franks, to be honest. Epstein wants hot dogs. I'll get the snacks for 2 p.m. Mr. Epstein wants hot dogs. He's a real hot dog, huh? He loves him some hot dogs, bro. Jojo will bring for you hot dogs. What time do you need me tomorrow? Ooh, do not forget the hot dogs. I'm a billionaire. I can't live without my hot dogs. Lunch will be hot dogs from Pastrami Queen. Epstein wants hot dogs. Epstein wants hot dogs. Epstein wants hot dogs. Just FYI, truth and fiction. Oh, now Epstein's going deep on the hot dog lore. I don't know this guy, but this is a well-written story and has an interesting take on documentaries, just FYI. Seattle, truth and fiction and hot dogs. Shall we try this link? No internet. My internet out? No, my internet's not out. I'm here. What are we talking about? No internet. I'm here. Let me double check the live stream. Yeah, I'm here. He just really liked hot dogs, right, guys? He just really liked hot dogs. He's a hot dog man. I like hot dogs too, but they get kind of old. But I like a good chili. Like, you got to get a high quality beef hot dog. Obviously, you get a good. I mean, those buns that have like a little sweetness to them, those Hawaiian bun hot dogs, those are great. Some good quality chili and cheese. I can enjoy me a hot dog. But if I was a billionaire, I don't know. I guess even if you're a billionaire, you still want hot dogs. A lot of hot dog shit here, dude. Jojo will bring hot dogs. We will get hot dogs.
_Yeffa-67 super chatted $10. You're getting too close to the hot dog rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm getting. We're going down. We're going down the hot dog rabbit hole. Burgers and hot dogs for the kids. Thank you, El Jefe. I will make Afghan food, hot dogs for the kids. But the hot dogs, burgers, cheesesteaks, wings, sandwiches, brownies, and ice cream are better. And it's fun doing this with the boys. Where are you? This is from Jeffrey Epstein to Andrew L. Farkas. Where are you? I'm at the Dolphins-Jets game with Steve Ross et al. Do you need me to call now? No, just checking in. Did this guy work for him or what? This is from, you doing okay? Football game is great, but the hot dogs, burgers, cheesesteaks, wings, sandwiches, brownies, and ice cream are better. And it's fun doing this with the boys. I'm sending you a photo of George in this Halloween costume. He was Max from Where the Wild Things Are. Sounds like they had one of those tickets. I had one time. I went to a Washington Nationals game in D.C. And this was like, what was this, 2012? 2012-ish? 2013? And they had these cheap-ass tickets. The Nationals sucked that year. So they had these super cheap tickets where you got like free food, like anything you wanted.
Pride 68 super chatted $19.99. Happy hunting. Ping.
Thank you, Polish Pride. Thank you for the $19.99, brother. Yeah, we're hunting, bro. We're hunting. And I forgot, it was like $160, but you got access to this room with like unlimited food, and then you could like they would bring it to your fucking chair. I literally just ate. I probably gained 10 pounds because I just ate nonstop. I didn't stop eating for 2 seconds through the whole game. And it was a good game. Braves won. Old Evan Gaddis off Steven Strasburg, high fastball. I was like ridiculously high, like above his shoulders high. And Gaddis went up and got that bitch and launched it.
That's
I was at that game.
2181 super chatted $9.99. Don't go mad. Ping.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun going down the hot dog route. Getting down the deep into the hot dog bun, bro. All right, so it's very clear they liked hot dogs. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the super chats. Much appreciated. All code words, possibly, but it looks like they were like coordinating everywhere Epstein went to have like food. Like, what do you want to eat? And like he had assistants like constantly. So who knows? Could be code words. Do Austin, Texas? You want me to search for Austin, Texas? Oh, you know who we haven't searched for yet? Uh-oh. You guys ready? You guys ready for that show? Is Joe Rogan in the Epstein files?
$2. Search Erica Kirk.
Okay.
Great stream tonight.
Thank you, Crumpus. I'll do that one next. We're about to find out if Rogan is in the Epstein files. Oh. Breaking news. Joe Rogan is in the Epstein files. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of news. Let's see. Media engagements. My guess is Epstein will be a subject on these appearances. This is 2025. Yeah, I mean, they got shit from this year in here. Deputy Director Bongino will be on Fox News with Sean Hannity. Director Patel is recording a Joe Rogan episode tomorrow, which is expected to drop on Friday. Yeah, they did talk about Epstein. That's the one where he was, it was very disappointing. So yeah, breaking. Oh, this is from Jeffrey Epstein. Rogan is in the Epstein files. Is this a Joe Rogan? Here, hold on. What do we got here? Let's get it in order. Sent via, all of this is blacked out. From Jeffrey Epstein, blacked out. Subject RE no. All blacked out. Sent via black. I mean, even the message is blacked out on this one. Is this a Joe Rogan? There she is wearing a push-up bra and a skirt as wide as toilet paper, complaining that men are always looking at her as a sex object. Are you naked?
At the Mask Marvel 5 super chatted $2. Now I'm hungry for a beef wiener.
I don't blame you, bro. Beef wieners. I mean, yeah, honestly, I am like a nice chili dog is actually kind of sounding pretty nice right now. It was some chili cheese fries. Or like, if I go to Sonic, I like the chili cheese tater tots. That's my jam. I'll get the cheeseburger with the chili cheese tater tots, and then I put the chili cheese tater tots inside of the cheeseburger. I've been doing that since I was a kid. I fucking love it. And it's been a long time since I've done that. I need to do that again. So yeah, who's he talking to? Are you naked? Jeffrey Epstein asks. Is this a Joe Rogan? There she is wearing a push-up bra and skirt as wide as toilet paper, complaining that men are always looking at her as a sex object. Who's he talking about? Is he talking about Whitney Cummings? Is this a Joe? This is from 2009, so this is before Joe was, I don't even think he was doing his podcast that far back. Joe Rogan rips Director Patel and Deputy Director Bongino for letting him down on Epstein. FBI news. Yeah, the FBI, July 2025, FBI is tracking the Rogan show. Joe, FBI is on your ass, boy. But yeah, Joe Rogan is in the Epstein files. The article explained that last month, Director Patel, yeah, but there's not a lot. There's just one page. One page. But he is technically in the Epstein files. Okay, you guys wanted me to search for Erica Kirk? Erica Kirk is with a K, right? Nick Fuentes? Oh, no. Erica Kirk not in the files. That means she definitely killed her husband. And they wiped it out. There's no way she's not in the files, man. There's no way this is a conspiracy, bro. This is a conspiracy. What was the last one? Fuck. Nick Fuentes. Oh, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth is Nick Fuentes in the Epstein files. Oh my God. Breaking. Nicholas J. Fuentes is in the Epstein files. FBI daily news briefing. Of course, FBI is keeping keeping tabs on their boy, on their possible asset.
At BMG 2040 super chatted $1.
Thank you, brother. So yeah, it's a nothing burger. It's just another FBI daily news briefing. But technically, Nick Fuentes is in the files. Shane Gillis. No, Shane. That's my boy. That's my boy. I'm happy for you, Shane. We got to search Candace Owens. Oh, of course she's in the files. Breaking. Candace Owens confirmed in the Epstein files. And there's a lot, yeah. Not as much as Rogan. Let's see here. FBI. Ooh, the FBI. All redacted. Why have I been provided zero protection as a federal witness? Is this what's going on? April 2025? I stand with RFK. Tim did it first. This is definitely some FBI communications, as you see. FBI, NYPD. I attach an FBI agent and wish to erase her plausible deniability about the absolute torture as a public whistleblower. Zero protection for me. Barely a shekel sent my way. My name used to file the affidavit which led to the Epstein arrest. Blank blank used to take down Maxwell. Still, zero protections as the royal family and all of Maxwell associates harass, stalk, defame, and spear me for 6 years. The death threats are veiled, all except one from a researcher for a hack conspiracy peddler named Whitney Webb. Angela Foster Henry and her co-stalking researcher threatened my life, and I filed a police report. Local FBI needs NYPD to at least declare me as a state witness. Guess who refused? NYPD. After coming to visit me here at my home in the South for my testimony prior to arrest, they used me like David Boys, then left me alone, baffled, in danger. Everyone knows they have culpability, but so not one person will assist to provide me with protections. What good is this FBI agent as she watches this unfold and does nothing? I am back in hiding, for fuck's sake, BC, of this public abuse by felons on parole. Useful idiots hired by a woman working with Trump's White House. Do your job. I'm erasing your plausible deniability and asking you to assist my lawyer. Jennifer Foreman with providing me protections. Like, who is this, though? Is this just a crazy person, or is this a real, like, whistleblower witness? For 6 years, as I fought 2 cancers, not one authority figure has protected me post-usury. Cy Vance said he would assist me until David Boys. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copy this into Grok and see if Grok can figure out who sent this email. Let's see if Grok can uncover who this is with the details within the email. The email appears to be a highly distressed personal message from someone claiming to be a whistleblower or victim connected to the Jeffrey Epstein Ghislaine Maxwell case. It alleges severe online harassment. Let me see. The message, I cannot definitively identify the sender from the provided text alone, as no name, email address, or other direct identifiers are included. If this is from the attached file, email header, screenshot, or has metadata IP info you can share. Yeah, can't figure it out. I figured there might be enough in there. Is it Rose McGowan? Jessica Reed Cross. Is it Jessica Reed Cross? Backed into the corner. Who's Jessica Reed Cross? No, it's not Jessica Reed Cross. Independent journalist and commentator has extensively covered the Epstein-Maxwell case, and she has praised Whitney Webb's work. Okay, so this person didn't like Whitney Webb. Jessica Reed Cross, aka House and Habit, wrote a hit piece on blank using a source that is reposted here as saying karma. If you Google that source, even AI tells you he's a 3-time con artist who stole money from elderly women. Yeah, I don't know. We're getting lost here. Getting lost in the weeds. Kindly make a correct. The Hunt for Jeffrey Epstein's enabler. Substack. Ghislaine Maxwell. Somebody doesn't like Jessica Reed Cross, it seems like. And this is from 2025. Right? April 2025. So you would think, like Virginia Guffrey or something like that. But yeah, she's long gone by this point. Interesting. What were we even searching for? Candace Owens. That's right. Let's see. Yes, I'm over 18. Stop asking me. Where does it mention Candace Owens in this? I'm so accustomed to it. Let me see. Where does it mention Candace in? It doesn't. But why is it matching to this document? Weird. This shows Candace Owens right there. Probably one of these things. One of these little fucking news things. But she's still technically in the files, all right? So you need to explain yourself, Candace. Why are you showing up in the Epstein files? Yeah, obviously this one's a nothing burger. Nothing burger. God, now I'm talking about burgers. I'm getting hungry thinking about burgers. All right, what do we got next, guys? What do you want to search next? Hassan Piker? Okay, Hassan Piker. No results. Hassan Piker, you're clean. Okay? You're clean. Copy and paste to black, see if it picks up. Okay, next time we run into that, I'll give it a try. I don't think that's going to work, but I'll try it. What else did we have up in here? Jennifer Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, Elon included. We did Elon. Andrew Callahan. No results found. Is that the right way to spell his name? No. C-A-L-L. Yeah, C-A-L-L-A-G-H. Elegant. Uh-oh. Breaking. Andrew Callahan from Channel 5 confirmed in the Epstein files, unless this is a different Andrew Callahan. Oh, Andrew Gallivan. Andrew Gallivan, yeah, this is somebody else. Okay,
At
you're off the hook.
2181 super chatted
He's off the hook.
$1.99. Look for Tim Dillon.
Uh-oh. Fuck, dude. Tim. It's confirmed. Tim Dillon is in the Epstein files. Yeah, it looks like it's probably more news shit. Glenn Beck, Kim Iverson, Glenn Beck. You guys wanted to try this? What are you supposed to paste it into? A notepad or something? Let me try. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It just doesn't it's just blank where when I copy and paste it, it's just blank where the black part is. Good. They redacted it properly this time. Yeah, so this one is pulling up a lot of them because this person, whatever reason on this batch, they included all of these. Yeah, see, Tim Dillon. So, but yeah, I mean, technically, Tim Dillon is in the Epstein files. No comment yet from Tim Dillon's representation.
At Polish Pride 68 super chatted $19.99. GameStop, $GME.
GameStop. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Just do GameStop first. Yeah, banking hearings. Senate Banking Committee hearing on GameStop. Chris DeLorio. Wow, that's a lot of redactions there. Formal appeal for preliminary denial covered action. Knight Capital, TCR, and Appendix. SDNY judges. I didn't set out to make the link between Milken and his flunkies to OTCM money laundering shells either. The role of Milken flunky handler JEF in bailing out criminal entity Knight CRG VRIT Knight on more than one occasion were perplexing. Looks like they're investigating some financial shenanigans. Yeah. Let's see. And thank you for the super chats, guys. Thank you, Polish, for the $19.99. Thank you, guys. Everybody that did send a super chat, it's very much appreciated. It was slow there for a little while. I was wondering, am I going to get anything today? It's okay. I work for free on some episodes. No problem. GameStop. Let me see what else we got on GameStop. Film actress Stormy Daniels to buy her silence ahead of the economic public policy studies. Latest hearing on GameStop. Latest hearing on GameStop the day after game. Yeah, it looks like it's all news shit, man. It's a few pages, though. Did one of these guys spend some money at GameStop? USAA, New Balance, Scott G. Borgenson. I mean, sometimes some of the things in here don't make sense, like just random biographies of celebrities. Like, is that something that Epstein had saved on one of his CDs, or like, how? I guess just everything Epstein had, or like, I don't see the connection with a lot of them. Like this guy, why are we seeing his financial information? He's got 6,000 in the banks with this bank account. That's not a lot. Credit limit 35,000. That's a nice little credit limit. Previous balance, new purchases 10,000. Krispy Kreme. This guy doing a lot of shopping, bro. A lot of money spending. Yeah, I'm sure that's why GameStop's in here. He bought something at GameStop. Yeah, where's it? I just saw it. I just saw GameStop. Yeah, right there. $31 at GameStop. And this is November 2011. Yeah, it makes sense. People were still shopping at GameStop back then. Okay, I don't know what we're gonna find with GameStop, guys. I don't know what we're gonna unlock here. GameStop is a filthy pig. GameStop likes GameStop. Breaking news. GameStop is in the Epstein files, guys. Bad news is they're barely hanging on. And now with this latest news that they're in the Epstein files, it's not looking good for old GameStop. Let me get my shit back up here. Got my windows all freaking out. There we go. All right, what else we got, guys? Obama hot dog? That's a specific type of hot dog. I know Obama's in here a lot because, again, any kind of news shit. Obama hot dog. No results for Obama hot dog. John McCarter? John, you want me to search your name? This is John's asking me to search his own name. John, come on, buddy. What if you're in here, John? What if you're in here? I got to spell it right. Yeah, you got the... Let's do it right. The John McCarter. John, are you ready? No results found, John. Round of applause for John. He's clean. I'm glad to hear you haven't been to the island, John. That means you're a good dude, okay? It means you're a good dude. Blinken. Anthony Blinken. News. Again, I'm telling you, a quick way to sort through all the news. At the beginning, it'll say from J.E. Epstein. Those are the emails. That's the juicy shit. Because there's so much of this FBI bullshit where the FBI is like including their daily news briefing. But you can kind of tell when that's what it is. What you want are the Epstein emails. That's where the juicy stuff is. I'm not seeing any emails about Blinken. Oh, Blinken. If you're blinking, then you're drinking. I like to go drinking with a Blinken. Yeah, all news. News. What's this one? There's a lot of redactions in this one. Emergency Keir Stammer. This is from January of last year. It's a lot of, yeah, it looks like people are angry here. Like an angry fight. What is going on here, dude? Shame on you all. I haven't breathed since Blank recruited and sold by Epstein, blank. I guess blank have no place in this world. Or has international law and humanity broken down that much that not one human being has shown love, kindness? Pretty hypocritical, right? That is something I'll be addressing with DOJ Cyril. That includes that Palestinian address I included in my emails, knowing that's not actually my county. That stands there and helps you guys. It sounds like a crazy person just ranting at the FBI. Is that what this is? Emergency Keir Starmer. Putin 100. Back off. Keir and Kirishi, how dare you intimidate? Back off and leave my family alone. This is going to be added to the law. And then when you blow it up, it gets even blurry. This is going to be added to the lawsuit against the British government. I want my blank back, and you are making everything possible to make life difficult for my family. Now you will not make blank homeless, and nor will you keep me from blank and Cyril. You will not keep me from blank. Keir is the British government getting involved with the purchase of my house. Cyril, you fucking snake. I knew it when tool ages to get. This sounds like a ranting of a fucking madman. You fucking barbarian, and you spend billions supporting the Palestinians, yet you make a deal with the devil against your own. Fuck you. I don't know, man. External email, emergency Keir Starmer. Emergency wine tasting and lunch booking. And it's just a bunch of ranting. Would be nice if they included some context so we could understand what the fuck we're looking at. I mean, we'd have to spend probably 5 hours investigating this to figure out what this is even about. And then if everything's blanked, we don't even know who it's from. Redactions suck, bro. Redactions suck. Howard Stern? That's a good suggestion, Kaido. We'll do that one. I'm sure he's going to be in here. Is Howard Stern in the Epstein files, boys? Yep. Confirmed. Breaking news. Howard Stern has been confirmed to be in the Epstein files. Subject. Soon ye Previn to Jeffrey Epstein. Howard Stern is a mortal enemy. He is strongly in Mia's corner. We will ask Dick Cavett. Soon ye. Is this Woody Harrelson's wife that was like his kid, and then like the kid of the the whole grooming her, I think when she was like a teenager and then marrying her. Isn't that Soon Yi? Yeah. Do I remember currently that Woody does not like Howard Stern? Should we invite Cavett for Wednesday? Yeah, it makes sense that Woody Allen and Jeffrey Epstein would be buddies, right? Soon Yi. From Peggy Siegel to blank belated thank you. Note to Matt Lauer. This is from what, 2009? Note to Matt Lauer. This is when Howard Stern was in his prime, dude. Right now, like, no one gives a fuck about Howard Stern anymore. Note to Matt Lauer. Might make you smile. Went to Hampton Classic Grand Prix day today as guest of Jonathan Farkas. He asked about you fondly and sends regards. Took Pepe. Amelia had infected wound from botched vein removal in her leg and stayed on the boat. Pepe ran after all the girls. Annette Matt just wanted you to know about the party best property business. Let's do this. Into the back, electricity. Everyone is made to feel special by two of you, and really special when you realize you are standing between the boss and Bon Jovi. Then 6'6" Howard Stern is bending over like a giraffe and saying to the top of the mayor's 5'6" head, "I talk about you all the time," and the mayor is thanking him. A total New York moment, and I'm now thinking I do not attack every celeb before dinner. Yeah, I don't know. This what the fuck Peggy Siegel is talking about. Yeah, but there's a lot of Stern in here. Platform iMessage, Harry Fish. Hey, can you bring Howard Stern to dinner? From blank. I don't know him well enough. Blank. Okay. Lunch today. These clout chasing motherfuckers, dude. Did you bring Howard Stern to dinner? I don't know him. Oh, you're not as famous as I thought. Blank. Okay. Lunch today. Blank. Can't. Caliph Cyberbrink? Repro Lab? I am disappointed. You are off my show. Do you want a Woody dinner tonight? Cannot. Investor conference and meetings today. I am with Mitch all day. Who the fuck is Harry Fish? He's very interesting. He was a prostate cancer surgeon. Epstein, the best. Thanks for a great dinner. Is that Epstein? Did they blank out Epstein? Sounds like somebody that just wants to meet famous people or something. Who the fuck is Harry Fish? That's what I want to know. What a name, huh? Harry Fish. American Playhouse. Harry Fish is known for American Playhouse 1980. Harry Fish is a London-based filmmaker and writer. He is also a member of Directors UK and a part of their 2024 Inspire Mentorship Program. American Playhouse. He did a show in '82 called American Playhouse and Town to Keep the Light in 2016. Yeah, this guy's got nothing. Guy's done fucking nothing. And he's just like, "Oh, please, I want to meet Howard Stern." Epstein, the best. Yeah. Thanks for great dinner. The fish heads was what I needed. Chicken farm would have been good too, bro. It's parm, bro. You are back on my show. Oh, one more thing, Chunkies. Cherry Pop-Tart from Greenberg. Solden wants to replace Bionic Dick with new Swiss version, wants different surgeon. You're joking, I hope. Pizza and grape soda tomorrow for lunch. We can also buy Teflon for Woody. You are back on the show, Bernstein. Time? 1 o'clock. Okay. The fuck is this? It's like he's, get meetings with famous people. You can be on my show. That seems like some goofy shit right there, huh? Okay, Howard Stern is a cheap asshole. Let me read this. From Blank, it doesn't seem like Jeffrey Epstein got along with Stern. From Blank to Jeffrey Epstein, this should be very interesting, Mill. Jay Thomas, who Woody directed in a play, will be there. Oh, Jay Thomas, bro. It's the Jay Thomas from Cheers who did a show on Sirius XM, right? He died of cancer. I actually liked his show on Sirius XM. Yeah, that Jay Thomas. Yeah. I used to listen to his show on Sirius XM. He was a woke retard, but I found it entertaining. Jay Thomas, who Woody directed in a play, will be there. He's on XM Radio now. Very funny. Yeah, he died of cancer around this time. Jackie Martlin, Colin Quinn, and the meanest, funniest comic working today, Nick DiPaolo from Louis C.K. Show. Google him. Brilliant. Me and my wife should be a lot of funny. Be prepared. Yes, that Wednesday would be great. Reaching out to Gilbert Godfrey is very funny. Cool. You a fan? Maybe Dennis Leary. Brilliant guy. I will ask Woody to hold the evening if that's what you want. We'll keep you updated. By the way, Wednesday is probably the best as far as getting comics, as many work on the weekends. You can lead. Yeah, so look at all these comics. Jackie Martlin, you're in the Epstein files, bro. Poor Jackie. Jay Thomas. Colin Quinn, bro. Nick DiPaolo, bro. Nick DiPaolo, did you do a show for Epstein or were they just trying to get him? Confirmed. Lots of comics are in the Epstein files. I don't know how long I can do this, guys, but yeah, anybody can go to the site just in case you're bored. You want to do it. www.justice.gov/Epstein. And then you just come over here to search full library. It's going to ask you if you're 18 and you can search whatever you want. It's cooked. What about Ted? Yeah, I like purple drink occasionally. Kushner's dad is convicted felon who was pardoned by Trump. Who drinks grape soda other than, well, you know. Yeah, I don't know. He might have been joking. Can tell Stern is a sick man. Yeah, mentally, Stern's got a lot of mental hangups. I'm good. My retinas are burned out. Yeah, I mean, we've been here, started, what's it, 9:30? Going on 3 hours. It's not too long. So now that everyone is in the Epstein files, no one is in the Epstein files. Yeah, essentially. Let me see. Let's think of one more good name here. One more good name, guys. Let me think. Oh, you know what? See about Stephen Bannon. Yeah, Steve Bannon was hanging out with him a lot up to when he went to jail. I want to see that documentary, bro. I'm thinking Steve Bannon, that documentary was like about trying to rehabilitate Epstein's image. And that's why it hasn't come out, because that's impossible to do now. But you would think, dude, you made a documentary with Epstein, it's the biggest story in the world, and then you don't put it out? Like, Steve Bannon, you disappoint me, bro. What's up, El Jefe?
_Yefa-67 super chatted $10. Thank you for the late Saturday stream.
You're welcome, brother. Thank you for being
104 likes. Pingdom for the win.
Yeah, we're killing it, bro. We're killing it. It's out of the park, bro. Thank you. I'm glad we got over 100. That's nice. Thank you so much for the 10, El Jefe. Yeah, let's see. I want like one more really good name to search for. Norm Macdonald? Bob Saget? Seth? What about Ted? Seth MacFarlane? Is that how you spell his name? How do you spell his last name, dude? MacFarlane. Yeah, that's spelled right. MacFarlane. There we go. No results. Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, no results. He's not in there. That's weird, because you would think he would be in there because he's been around for so long. Let's go. We need one more good one. Isaac Cappy. No results for Isaac Cappy. Bernie Sanders. He's got to be in here. Confirmed. Breaking news. Bernie Sanders is in the Epstein files. We're still awaiting comment from his camp. Bernie Sanders says we're destroying subject. This looks like an email from Steven Sinofsky to Jeffrey Epstein. I read, oh my, Ben Goertzel, AGI. 2016. I guess this is when they were thinking Bernie Sanders says we're destroying the blank. I guess this is before the Democrat Party basically stole everything out from under Bernie Sanders. Everybody was thinking he was going to be the guy. From Paul Krasner to Jeffrey Epstein, what would you do in order to consolidate the movement? I think that whatever is anybody's talent is the path they should take in building up rallies and marches in the process. Thus, it's morphing. We shall overcome. Into we shall overlap. The event that took place the day after the inauguration was a good example. Mostly women and many with their kids. My daughter took her 5-year-old daughter, photo below, to the demonstration in Napa, the epitome of what my wife Nancy says. Brilliant, organized, loving resistance. Did Epstein write this? He doesn't have a daughter.
The Polish Pride 68 super chatted $1.99. Stephen Hawking.
Dude, you guys keep coming up with good suggestions. I'm going to be here all night. He's got to be in here, dude. This should be like a betting game. Yeah, Hawkins is definitely here. 19 results. Okay. From Joichi Ito to Jeffrey Epstein. It's a YouTube video. Should we see what YouTube video they sent here? Should we check this out? No internet. Why does it keep telling me that? Why do these links not work? Let's just go to YouTube. Hey, did I do the wrong slash? Or is this video just not up anymore? Or is the internet out in the world today? Oh, Stephen Hawking. Okay, they're sending memes. So it looks like this is going to be a meme. Stephen Hawking sings Monty Python Galaxy song. So, hey, you know, Epstein was into the memes too, bro.
Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough.
Now, I think there's something with the way I was copying. I don't know, just copying the link directly off of there and then pasting it. It doesn't work. So you got to get creative.
And
This is Epstein level humor right here. This is I mean 10 years ago. Yeah, I mean I guess 10 years ago it was kind of funny. Yep. What a revelation. Epstein was into the memes as well, bro. Or at least this guy was trying to Joichi Ito was trying to get him into it. Let's try this one. Someone suggested this. Biological consequences of time travel. From Nowak Martin to somebody, CC Jeffrey Epstein. Seth, we should explore the biological consequences of time travel. It would be amusing to calculate the rate of evolution of a population or a mutant that can travel in time. I wonder if that guy was on mushrooms. It's kind of sloppy the way they uploaded everything. Just multiple. Martin Nowak. Anybody know who Martin Nowak is? Yeah, so it looks like it's all the same thing, just over and over. Okay, guys. Harvey Weinstein. Oh, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'm hungry for hot dogs now. I need a fucking chili cheese dog, bro. Daniel Tosh. Andrew Tate. All right, we'll do Andrew Tate real quick. This is addictive. Nope, Andrew Tate is clean. He may be guilty of some crazy shit, but he's not guilty of being in the Epstein files. Clean. So we did get Joe Rogan. Let's just go Theo Von. Theo Von, not in the Epstein files. Thank God. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Bert Kreischer confirmed in the Epstein files. What is it? Yep, they're going to another Bert. They're going to watch Bert Kreischer. What year is this from? Look, I got no problem with Bert. Oh, Bob Saget as well. But Epstein didn't have the best taste in comedy. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, confirmed Bert Kreischer is in the Epstein files. Guys, this has been a fun one. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. I'm hoping you guys had fun going over all the Epstein files with me. It's been a blast. Could be a show tomorrow. As of right now, I'm not guaranteeing a show tomorrow. It's a good chance I'm going to take tomorrow night off, but I could pop in tomorrow night, so look out for that. Links are in the description if you want to support the show. You want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube. If you want to join the Discord, that's free. It's not behind a paywall. Come hang out. Links to my second channel, go follow. What else is there? That's it. That's all. Love you guys. See you on the next episode. Have a wonderful Saturday night, okay? And whatever you do, Don't email Jeffrey Epstein at jeevacations@gmail.com. Okay. Much love, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified.